Thomason. The Los Angeles Police Department is treating the death of actor-director Rob Reiner and his wife, photographer-producer Michelle Singer-Reiner, as a possible homicide.
The current death investigation that is being conducted by the Los Angeles Police Department is going to be handled by the Homicide Special Section of Robbery Homicide Division of the Los Angeles Police Department.
LAPD Chief of Detectives Alan Hamilton.
At this time, the Los Angeles Police Department is not seeking anyone as a suspect or as a person of interest or in any other manner, and we will not be doing that until we conduct our investigation and we move forward.
Their bodies were discovered in the couple's Brentwood home yesterday afternoon. A memorial has been held for the victims of yesterday's Bondi Beach, Australia shooting. It killed at least 15 people.
Sunday's mass shooting targeted a Hanukkah celebration, leaving at least 15 people dead. None of the dead or wounded victims have been formally named by the authorities, but those killed include a 10-year-old girl, a rabbi and a Holocaust survivor. Dozens of others were injured, some seriously. The horror at Australia's most popular beach was the deadliest shooting in almost 3 decades in a country with strict gun control laws. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has called the massacre an act of anti-Semitic terrorism that struck at the heart of the nation. I'm Lawrence Brooks.
No relief yet for parts of the flooded Pacific Northwest. It rained just about all of last week. Forecasters expect more of the same this week for some areas of Washington state, including Seattle and surrounding areas. Extreme cold has settled in across parts of the east, including the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast, which received a pretty heavy dose of snow in some areas over the weekend. On Wall Street, the Dow futures are up 234 points. NASDAQ futures ahead 145. More on these stories at townhall.com.
This is Dennis Prager for AmFed Coin and Bullion. There's something about the feel of a gold coin in your hand and the way the light reflects off its intricate details that has always captivated me. Nick Grovich, AmFed's owner, turned that same passion into his livelihood. Nick began collecting coins as a teen, and that interest grew into a nationally respected business offering only the finest quality coins at the most competitive prices. But the truth is that although Nick is a rare coin dealer, he doesn't believe in rare coins. Rare coins do not make sound investments, but they do make dealers a lot of money. See, that's part of what I respect about him. AmFed specializes in buying non-performing numismatic coins and turning them into gold or silver investments that provide liquidity and perform competitively against the market. Whether you're buying or selling, call 800-221-7694. That's 800-221-7694. AmericanFederal.com.
A Mideast terror group says Raid Saad is dead and Israel is to blame.
Hamas released a statement that described Saad as the commander of its military manufacturing unit. Israel had described him as an architect of the attack that sparked the war in Gaza. Israel asserted that he had been engaged in rebuilding the terrorist organization in a violation of the ceasefire that took effect. Israel said it killed Saad after an explosive device detonated and wounded at least 2 soldiers in southern Gaza. I'm Rika Ann Garcia.
European leaders are expected to cement support for Ukraine as it faces pressure to accept a U.S.-brokered peace deal. After yesterday's talks in Berlin between U.S. envoys and Ukrainian President Zelensky, Ukrainian and European officials set today to continue a series of meetings in a bid to secure the continent's peace and security in the face of an increasingly aggressive posture by Russia. News and analysis at townhall.com. Well, the weekend storm did dump heavy snow on parts of the Northeast, causing flight delays and creating very slick roads.
The storm began Saturday and dropped several inches of snow around the New York, New Jersey metro area. Light snow also fell over parts of New England. Crews in New Jersey and New York are working to clear roads. The weather has caused a delay of more than 1,000 flights and the cancellation of more than 100 others.
Correspondent Andrew Stewart says Arctic air is pouring south. It made Sunday the coldest morning of the season so far in Minnesota, and it's dangerously cold in a lot of other places as well. New AP North poll finds this holiday season is not quite so merry for American shoppers. Large shares of them dipping into savings, scouring for bargains, and feeling like the overall economy is stuck in a rut. Vast majority of those surveys say they'd notice higher prices for a range of goods. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel witch and what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Monday, everybody.
Yes, welcome to it.
It is, I guess, the last full week before Christmas.
It is 10 days away from today.
You got all this week and then at least the first part of next week. And then,
yeah, but that first part of next week just doesn't even feel like real days. You're just like, all right, let's get through this.
Yeah.
I got travel I got to get to.
Holiday-itis.
Places to be, people to see.
This is a stress week. Like everyone's like, oh man, next week Christmas, and I got to get this done. And so this is that week.
I think the problem with the way it worked this year is that Thanksgiving was so close to the start of December that everybody went into panic mode and got a lot done. Now this week just feels like, wait, there's a whole week still? Like, I mean, now granted, I'm glad we have it because I'm still getting a few things in that haven't quite come in yet.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's setting about the task of wrapping everything. I am real bad at that.
Yeah, I'm not a rapper either. Not at all. If I can find some place that will wrap the gifts for me, I'm all about that.
Yeah, if there's like a group or something that will wrap my gifts for like
Usually
a donation, I'm all for that.
I remember back in the day, and I don't know, this just might show my age. Dude, usually there'd be some, like you said, some group that would be like set up at the mall, and you could like drop off a bag, and they'd go wrap it for me, and you give them a donation.
It's
Is that
one of those,
still like a thing?
Well, it's sort of like it's bygone, like the days of the downtown department store.
Yeah.
Like where I grew up, we had this place called. I can't think of it. It was either Straub's or it was like Schneider. It was like, so our town, Medill, had this big town square. And the town square was like the downtown. And that's where you'd have all these like little, like department stores that would specifically sell like men's and ladies' clothes and stuff like that. But those places would have a place in the back where you could, for a couple of bucks, you could have everything wrapped.
Yeah, I'm bring that. If that's not happening, someone should start that.
Absolutely.
There you go.
A local organization who wants to, raise a couple of bucks for around the holiday season. Now would be the time to do so.
Then we get Jocelyn, Food Not Bombs. Maybe you come eat, and then we'll wrap your gifts for another donation. Yeah. I'm just saying, I'll bring my stuff. Let's go have a sandwich and get my gifts.
I'm not what you would call a rapist.
Yeah.
My method is the Werther's original method.
The twist at the end.
You wrap it, and then you tape it in the middle, and then, just twist it at either side. It ends up looking like one of those Christmas crackers.
Put it this way. I go through so many bags in tissue paper because I'm like, that's the way to, I can stuff things in tissue paper, and I can even make it a little foofy if you need it to.
Yeah, I'm very much a gift bag guy.
Yeah, that's... Now, granted, they're not as fun to unwrap as
They're not.
As a, present.
It's literally just one barrier of...
Yeah.
But
although some people like to make it hard on you. They'll like wrap it in the paper, and then they do a whole thing, and then next thing you know, it's like Fort Knox getting through this level and layers of tissue paper.
But see, at that point, just wrap the present. Like if you're bringing that much tape to the table, just wrap the present.
Well, some people don't have the skill, but they like making people work.
I like the idea of making people work for it, for sure. It's just going to be like, like 6 balls of paper wrapped, like crumpled up together.
But anyway, to avoid all this,
twisted on the top to make
some
it look like a
organization started telling me about it, and I'll bring my stuff. But happy Monday, happy week before Christmas here. Of course, crazy week here, and crazy like with the news over the weekend. Like the well, I don't know. Did you see the shootings in Australia with the whole Hanukkah and all that craziness? And then,
and props to the guy who took down the shooter.
The more I was reading about it, it sounds like it was like a father-son that was out doing the shooting, and then this guy took down the dad.
Yeah,
he's gone. But I think the son's like in the hospital or something. But it's crazy. And then, of course, then the Rob Reiner stuff broke in late last night. Most people just find out about that this morning.
Brown University. That
was another one. It was another one. Yeah,
it was not a great weekend. And then the Rob Reiner story, which was it's interesting how that trickled in, because like I was just like flipping through YouTube videos and I saw one pop up that was talking about it, and I'm like, no way. And so I went on my phone and I went, my go-to is to go to Facebook, because usually people will post, rest in peace, whatever.
Sure.
I didn't see anything on Facebook. And then I went and looked, I Googled, and all I kept seeing was 2 people confirmed dead in a home owned by Rob Reiner.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and this is where...
And then the TMZ thing.
This is where you learn the difference between the social medias, because Twitter, or X, as the youngins call it now, I'm just kidding, but as X, that it was like top story on X. Like everything I'm scrolling through, it was, and then, and matter of fact, right now, the regular news isn't saying it, but it's all over Twitter that it's his son is the person that did it.
His son Nick, which I believe was the SWAT. I guess the SWAT team came in and took him out first.
Well, and then of course the news is like saying there's no person. They're kind of playing dumb right now. The main news, but the X-verse or Twitterverse is basically saying it's the son. So we'll see. We'll see. Put it this way. The Twitterverse does say a lot of shenanigans, but when it's stuff like this, they're usually the first to nail stuff. And if it's TMZ saying it, they're usually not wrong on celebrity
TMZ,
stuff like that.
It's weird how TMZ has become a very reliable source for like pop culture breaking news.
Yeah,
because they actually do like. Yeah, there's BuzzFeed and there's other places that, pick up on sources and stories. BuzzFeed has people in the field.
Yeah.
They have like field agents out there.
So
then again, that's the whole idea of paparazzi, which I'm not crazy about, lambasting and just like hounding on celebrities.
Is that still like in the early 90s and early 2000s, that was like the heyday of the paparazzi and, Princess Diana and all that, Is it still to that effect, or is
I
it
think
kinda...
they still, because, those top shots, because you still have your InStyle magazines and all that. Those top shots still go for a lot of money. So there still are, very advantageous.
But do they have laws kind of protecting people now, where they can't just harass them?
You have to keep a certain distance. You can't, block traffic.
Like maybe they can catch them, at stores and stuff. But, back in that day, they'd literally, be at the walls of their mansions and, sitting up there in trees and
I think
stuff
there's
like
a
that.
certain distance. I think you can't, spring out of the bushes at them. You have to, let them know.
Yeah.
Or maybe contact them through representation. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I know that there's still those hounds out there.
Yeah, I didn't know if they kind of put some laws in place to stop that or what. But anyway, the Rob Reiner stuff. And I'm gonna say you're gonna hear a whole lot about that one over the next 24-hour, 48-hour cycle here. A lot's gonna come out on that one pretty quick. But the way I'm seeing that seems like a family deal that went south big time, and But because, for instance, I saw at least 4 times some interview at some point that Rob and his son were doing on some podcast, and and it was asking a question about the son making his name, and kind of Rob's like, well, I kind of have some experience in this, I kind of had to make a name off my dad, and he's doing the same to me, kind of thing. So that was basically the point of the interview, but it was just very...
Son, let me introduce you to my friend Ivan Reitman.
Yeah. It goes from Carl Reiner to Rob Reiner to Jason. I think is that the kid's name?
Jason is the one who's sort of making it. The one who's right now kind of suspected is Nick.
Nick. Okay.
He's the middle.
Maybe that's the one they have.
And then they have an older sister, I believe. I think Rob has other kids, but these 3 specifically are with the woman he was with most recently.
His wife.
Yeah, his current wife.
Which would have been, I imagine, the longest running, maybe, if they, because they're adult kids, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
They're all adult kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I think that this has been the longest running so far for him.
Gotcha. But yeah, it's crazy what's going on there. And I know,
sorry,
politically he's out there, and he's not. Matter of fact, he's not on Twitter. He wasn't on Twitter anymore because of all the get on there and say stuff and get, I think finally his mental health. I got to stop doing that.
No, he sought asylum in Blue Sky.
Yeah. Well, that's what social media does.
It's true. That is true.
But yeah, I just saw. I was like, wow, this is crazy. It's kind of. But anyway, it's
and what's really crazy is I'm not trying to take the focus off of where it should be, but he's just off of his press tour for Spinal Tap 2.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm kind of looking forward to go checking out on HBO. It's on Max now, HBO or whatever they call their thing now. It's on there.
Netflix, HBO Max, Warner Brothers Skydance is what it's called.
Which, by the way, highly recommend if you're on there, because season 2 is now running, and they have new episodes out on Fridays, I think, on HBO Max. Season 1 is fully there, and if you haven't watched that, highly recommend it. It's pretty good.
Of what?
Season 2 is about 3 seasons in. It's Florida Man.
Oh, there you go.
That show is an amazingly funny show. Basically, they take these true stories from Florida, these crazy incidences, anything from some crime spree gone wrong to some guy getting drunk and stuck in the swamp and getting bit off by an alligator. I mean, it's everything from like that. So, but what they do is they get the players that were involved and they're telling the story, but they reenact it with celebrity actors.
That's awesome.
And it's really good. And they'll take stuff for like for instance, season 2, episode 1. It's talking about this dude who basically he's just a Florida man that is a wild man, and they end up getting in trouble, and they end up taking his dog to hold him to turn himself in, and he turned that as, well, I'm going to rob a casino boat. But anyway, the celebrity to play him was Jeremy Renner.
Okay. So here's my question, though, because one of the things I love about Derek Waters, who does Drunk History, is the way he approaches the reenactments is he'll have the actors, like he'll have the people telling the story like fully completed, and then the actors will mimic not only like the lines, but the way they're read. So like the stutters and all that. Is that something they do here? So like if there's, I'm just imagining a guy with like a thick Creole accent and the actor just trying to make sense of it.
Well, yes, but they don't do the whole thing and then do the whole thing. It's basically as it's happening. So the guy's telling the story. He's like, and so he'll be like, so I saw the cop, and he wasn't very polite to me. I told him, I said, you're not very polite, man. And then they'll reenact, and there's Remember going, you're not very polite to me, man. So they do it just the way they did it. Yeah, they do it that style.
Because the way
but they do it like in real time as he's telling the story.
Right. The way Derek Waters does it is they don't have the actors use their own voices. They just like move their mouths and like mimic the person talking.
Oh no, they do an over the top version of the person is what they're doing.
Which sounds in and of itself,
And they've had various celebrities of each episode, like I said, Jeremy Renner was one. Anna Faris did one.
Okay.
Oh shoot, there's so many. I can't even. Each episode's a different one. Like the most recent one, you'd have to watch because Danny McBride's involved as a producer and all that. So you see a lot of people that know Danny McBride or in Danny McBride things and a lot of this stuff. Like for instance, his sister in The Righteous Gemstones is the main focus of the most recent episode of
Simon Rex, Stephen Root.
Stephen Root's like the narrator.
Okay,
he's like he's like at the beginning. He does the disclaimer and all that. But yeah.
Okay.
But he also does it in a
Juliette Lewis.
Yeah, she was in one. I forgot that. Season 1.
Stephen Ogg. Randall Park is in there. And this kid who you'd know from like, it's hard to explain. His name is Matty Cardropple.
Yeah.
I think he was the awkward like friend in The Princess Diaries. It's this dude.
Okay.
Like you'd know him when you see him in things. He was in he was in Stragus. He was in Stranger Things.
There's also one of the episodes where a guy, he's like saying he's like bipolar schizophrenic, and there's 2 versions of him. And the bad version was Nick Swartzen or whatever his name is. And then the good version was, who was the good version? Someone famous, too. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
It does look like a really funny.
It's a funny. It's 30-minute shows. They're quick, and to me, they're good. If you just want something empty to watch that kills 30 minutes, it's funny. Those shows are it. So when you're done looking at Spinal Tap, go check that out.
I will for sure. Yeah,
it's pretty good. So. Let me give you the rundown. We got a full slate for you. We're going to replay our interview we had with Dinah Bernal from the Roswell Public Library. She joined us on Friday talking about Christmas and all the different events coming up here at the library now that they're fully open after the renovation and remodel. So go to the library.
Now's the time.
In the 8 o'clock hour, Don Wells going to join us from the Alzheimer's Association for here and give us an update on there. Of course, they had their walk-ins, Alzheimer's back in November. And I was going to say a couple weeks ago, I was like, shoot, that was like a month ago.
Yeah.
And then we'll get an update there. And then Elliot Rodriguez from Loan Depot will join us for his monthly visits in the 9 o'clock hour. And he always gives us good advice when it comes to purchasing homes and things like that. So,
Indeed.
Plus all of the news the local, national variety, Wall Street business updates, etc., so forth and so on. Before we do any of that, though, let's get you up to date on the weather. And it was cold yesterday, but I think warmer temps are in due. I think it's my new chair. I guess I got to put it together.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A little on the cool side today, but not bad. We'll be in the upper 50s, and we'll have cloudy skies. And then tonight, some lingering cloud cover, but we should be clearing up after midnight. Our low drops to about 30. We're back into a warm weather pattern on Tuesday with high pressure moving in, sunshine, and we're in the low 70s. Looks like low 70s and nice on Wednesday and Thursday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 35 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 89% with winds out of the south at 3 miles per hour. They say you could see some fog this morning. Kind of a little overcast out there at the moment. Mostly cloudy for the day. High of 57, so warming up a little warmer than yesterday, but not much. Winds will be out of the south at around 5 miles per hour. Clear tonight, overnight low of 30. Winds will be calm. Tuesday, nice. Sunny and 74. Winds will be out of the northwest, a little breezy, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear tomorrow night, overnight low of 32 degrees, northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Wednesday, sunny and 72, south winds at around 5 miles per hour. Thursday, sunny skies, highs right around 70, 72 and sunny on Friday, and it's going to be just downright warm to hot on the weekend, at least for Saturday. Sunny and 77, pushing 80 on Saturday, but sunny and 70 for a high on Sunday. So pretty warm week other than today. Once you get through today, it's pretty smooth sailing for the rest of the week here. All right, it is, let me get back to my other screen here. It is 22 minutes after 7. We're going to take a quick commercial break that includes your Roswell Livestock Report with Smiley Wooten. Then we'll play our interview with Dinah from the Roswell Public Library. Don't go away.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925, we have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready. With biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas.
Good morning, this is Smiley Wooten at the Roswell Livestock Auction. A good December run for the last sale of 2025. with a nice selection of all classes of cattle, especially high-quality native calves, light yearlings with condition, and a really nice set and run of young, middle-aged, and older bred cows. We expect to sell 1,600 head. Breaking down like this: 150, 175 weigh cows and bulls, 250, 275 pairs bred cows, 1,150, 1,200 calves and yearlings. Today's sale will include 45 nice bred heifers, excellent quality, black, white face Angus, northern genetic heifers bred to low birth weight, sits Angus bulls out of Nebraska, nice set of bred heifers for spring calves. 30 bred cows, excellent quality black, white face Angus crossbred cows bred to Sim Angus bulls for spring calves 3 to 6 years old. 25 bred cows, excellent quality black, white face Angus crossbred cows bred to Angus and Charolais bulls for spring calves 7 to 9 years old. 25 bred cows, excellent quality black, white face Angus crossbred calves bred to Angus and Charolais bulls for spring calves. Them cows 9 to 11 years old. 23 bred heifers and young cows. The Cordova Ranch, Los Lunas, New Mexico. Good quality, moderate frame Hereford, bred Hereford, 2 to 6 years old. 25 bred cows off the Cordova Ranch, moderate frame Hereford cows, bred to Hereford bulls, 7 to 10 years old. Several other sets of young, middle-aged, and older bred cows for this morning. 33 open yearling heifers, the Ken Smith Incorporated, Hobbs, New Mexico, ex-quality 90% black, white face, and Charolais crossbred heifers. Heifers pregged open, 800, 950 pounds. 55 calves, Frisco River Ranch, Las Cruces, New Mexico, ex-quality black Angus and Brangus crossbred calves. Cattle wean 50 days, one round of shots, 450, 600 pounds. 30 Holstein steers off of one dairy, weighing 275, 325 pounds. 72 calves, Double R Cattle Company, St. John's, Arizona. Fancy quality black Angus calves. Cattle wean 45 days. Virus Shield 6, 8 weigh, 500, 650 pounds. 125 calves, Felice River Ranch here southwest of Roswell. Ex-quality black and red Angus crossbred calves. Cattle wean 45 days. One round of shots, 400. 550 pounds. 36 calves, Marley and Marley here north of Roswell. Excellent quality black, white face Angus crossbred calves. Cattle wean 50 days, one round of shots, 450, 600 pounds. Several smaller consignments of high quality native calves, light yearlings with condition. Sale time this morning be 9 a.m. Pairs bred cows 10. Be selling calves and yearlings about 11:30 to 12. We expect to sell 1,600 head here today. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell Livestock Auction.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. A group of 12 or more cows is called a flink. If you have only 11 cows, that's called a lot of cow pies. Here's Mike Winters.
In studio this morning, Diana Bernal back with us with the Roswell Public Library. Good morning, Diana.
Hi, good morning, Mike. How are you today?
Great to have you back, doing well. Of course, you guys were shut down for a little bit here with renovations and remodeling, but I think everything's back open and back to normal at the library, right?
We're now open.
Good.
And at this point, we have even the children area open.
So everything's full back to, so you're back to, full programs for the kids and everything and all that good stuff. So
yes, we're all excited because it looks so beautiful, and we continue working on it. They're still doing some details, and there's more beyond.
I haven't had a chance to been in there. What are they doing? Like actual painting and new stuff in there, or what kind of work are they doing?
Well, I'm gonna give you some clues so I can maybe invite our community
come
to
see it for yourself.
And see it for yourself, because you're gonna explore about textures. I'll give you a clue.
Okay.
And it looks different. It looks precious, even though that we have more things in it. They're gonna love, especially the children area, the new floor. In certain kind of areas, and we're still working on more things.
Good deal. Well. So, but it's looking pretty nice in there.
It is, and they're gonna see our children. Even though that it was closed, I was working on the children program. Mm-hmm. The little ones, they still miss the library, so we had the programs in the classroom.
Okay.
And they realize that things are going on in there, and they love how the where we have the programs, the Malone room looks like.
Good.
And they can't wait to see what we just finished
Well,
in that
excellent.
children area as well.
Well, they don't have to wait much longer here. You can come on down and check it out. And so if it's been a minute since you've been in because you thought they were closed and everything, well, good news. Library's back full open. Yes. So come on down and check out your books or come for our weekly activities or any of the stuff that's going on. It's all back. So.
Yes, we always busy. You know, as always, we have the calendar. I will go on the calendar over that. Just to give you an idea of what we had this month, and then at the end I will tell you about our event as well.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so well, everybody knows that we have now the what we call Senior Planet, and that is for elderly people. But I mean, anyone are welcome.
Okay.
It's
geared towards seniors, but don't let that stop you if you're a little younger, senior at heart. Come on.
Yes. Believe me, sometimes I step in because I have a lot of questions. The more that I learn, the more that I need to get into technology, especially, like in this occasion, they're going to talk about Gmail address. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard for some of us to remember passwords, even to make a new account or to close another account. He's going to give a lot of advice and some suggestions and help you.
And we live in a world where you almost have to, do your banking, you have to have some kind of internet presence to navigate life in some way, shape, or form. And if you didn't grow up in that world, it's not natural to you.
It goes in parallel with the phone. You need a phone now? No, you need a Gmail, an address.
And so this gives an opportunity for folks that didn't grow up in this world to get a chance to understand it a little better and to see why is important to know these passwords or to store these passwords and why. Because unfortunately, we live in a world that there's people trying to test this stuff all the time on these computers, and you got to protect yourself. And so these classes will help you kind of learn how to do that a little bit.
Indeed, and he's doing a great job with people and giving advice, and he goes beyond that. So don't hesitate to stop. That will be usually it's 2 weeks, 2 Saturdays every month. The next one will be the 27th.
Gotcha.
But on the following week, tomorrow Saturday, we're gonna have the cooking club.
Oh, very good.
And they're doing a very special recipe using cranberries and the spice of the month.
Okay.
And for that, the spice of the month, I brought you some.
Okay.
And it's ginger. So you decided how you give this away.
That's a perfect.
And the reason that we're using this on this occasion on the cooking club, it's because every month we choose a spice.
Okay.
And
I think ginger is a very appropriate December, Christmas, holiday.
Indeed.
Gingerbread men. There's a lot of ginger recipes in Christmas.
Well, actually, the gingerbread, the ginger spice has many purposes. It could be for recipes, whether it's sweet, salty, or even healthy programs. And it has a history. So don't hesitate to stop in the front desk and ask for part of the information. And we have part of the history, and we even give you ingredients. The list of ingredients.
Some recipes
that you can take in the.
I saw pancakes on that one there on the top. Sounds like some gingerbread pancakes. That sounds pretty good.
Yes. And the beginning of every month, we're gonna give you some little packages of the recipe.
Sample it yourself, and that's just a great way to learn, not only learn about the spices, but learn what you like and don't like. Because I'm going to take a stab. There's going to be certain months you get a spice, not a fan of that one, and then there's other months you're going to love that, you know what I mean? And so you get to learn that kind of thing.
And it's true. And actually, it's good to know. It's part of culture to learn about other places.
Absolutely.
Places. Sometimes we never used it before, and we start making experiment with other different flavors as well.
And to be honest,
you see, I will give you
thank you. The recipe book?
A recipe for that one in particular, and it tells you where it comes from.
Okay, very good. And I got some ginger. Thank you.
And encouraging people to stop by to the library and ask and take it. And the good idea, it's if you stop tomorrow by the cooking club, well, you're going to see how they use it, and that will be the same chance to take your...
are they going to do any cooking on the cooking so you can maybe get a try a bite or two as well?
Try it. Maybe you can surprise family in this Christmas.
I'm about to say, I would say this seems like a great family project. So Saturday, you come out and do the thing, and then maybe Sunday morning breakfast, we're cooking gingerbread pancakes or something. I think that would be a great little, family deal there before church. Go have make some breakfast or after church.
And by
depending
Christmas, surprise the family with a new recipe.
Exactly.
Is it?
And then come back next month for another recipe. So
Just wait for the other one. And as we go, also, we also have our event. And this occasion is the Yuletide Festival.
Ah, very good. Yes, this is kind of the annual tradition that happens at the library here on Christmas Day there. So
yes, the Yuletide Festival. Well, we have some caroling. We're gonna have arts and crafts.
Okay.
The museum is gonna be our guest, and we'll be.
Oh, they're going to help out?
around.
Yeah, because unfortunately they're still waiting to get back into their home because of the renovations and everything. So they've been kind of sharing space with the library and a few other places in town here over that time. But yeah, so that's great. That this is kind of the blessing in disguise. We're so blessed to have the museum and their folks and their creativity come and do things at the library, and it's kind of a win-win for everybody there.
It is. And actually, for that day, the Yuletide Festival, they're gonna have more things to do, more things to take home,
Yeah.
more fun.
Yeah.
Any spot that you stop by, they will see something new. We're gonna have someone singing, some caroling. We're gonna
Nice.
have the arts and craft by the museums, and we're also gonna have the cookie decoration.
Okay.
We're gonna have face painting.
Oh, very good.
We're gonna have Santa's letter.
Okay.
And they can trade it for a little present. We don't have
Very.
until supplies last.
Okay, yeah,
That's
first
what we
come,
have.
first serve on that one. But
And we have a special character walking around and giving some things around.
some treats and
on
what
the
have you.
shoulder
Very
area.
good. And what time does that start again?
That is going to be at 10, from 10 to 1.
On,
that will be Saturday, December 20.
Yeah, that Saturday before Christmas there. So
And that is a good chance for parents to stop by, although that you have all these things going
Mm-hmm.
on, like going store, shopping. Sometimes children feel overwhelmed for all these situations of
yeah,
going.
so this will be a great chance for them to kind of keep the Christmas spirit going, but get to do something fun and something more enjoying the holiday rather than doing the thing to get to the thing kind of thing. Shopping or having to
they can
get the
have
kids.
their own time.
Yeah.
Their own space, their own time.
And you know what, Mom and Dad, now when you can go buy the kids gift that you've been trying to kind of do it without them seeing all the time is your chance to go do that a little bit kind of thing.
Indeed. And don't forget, we have also holiday stories. It's going to be in English and Spanish as
Very
well
good.
as the songs in English and Spanish. So if you feel like you want to sing, come join us. You're more than welcome to join us and sing in both languages
Absolutely.
as well. And we have a gift. It's a special book.
Okay.
But I'm not going to give it to Cesar here until you stop the
Rudolph.
day.
Very
This is a
good.
classic book.
Yeah.
Rudolph.
It's a beautiful book,
And
too.
we're going to give it away that day. But until you stop by, you will know how you can win that.
All right. But that's a really nice book, by the way. I like that's someone you almost could put on a kid's coffee table.
I think it's a classic one. It
Yeah.
never
Well, it's a
goes
classic
away.
story. Everyone loves Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
And it's a good chance to read that one in this Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't hesitate to stop up and celebrate the Yuletide Festival.
Yeah. Again,
And-
that'll be the 20th at 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m.
At the Roswell Public Library that Saturday there.
And don't forget, before leaving, stop by at the lobby and pick up your free book. We're going to give
Absolutely.
your books away. They can choose any of the books that we have. They're new books.
Okay.
And provided by our library.
Every kid deserves to have their own book.
Yes.
That they can keep hold and be theirs to do it and read and whenever they want to.
We have for all levels, all sizes, and different kinds books, even non-fictions as well.
Yeah.
And we also are going to have maps around the library.
Okay.
Where they can see where they can stop.
Okay. So to hit the different stations to do the different activities or things there, and whether you're painting or making a craft or maybe even doing a little eating.
or picking the litter.
Oh, yeah.
And getting the books.
Yeah.
Well.
It's
And
gonna be a lot
that
of
is
fun.
for the Yuletide Festival. As you see, we have every month something going on. Don't hesitate to stop by, but not just for the event. We also have more going on.
Yeah, there's always weekly activities going on at the library every week, between the story times and various other activities. And a given week, almost, I'd say at least 3 times a week, there's an event or something, each week, sometimes more than that. But, there's something going on all the time at the library.
Like this week, or little ones, they made a gingerbread made of sticks.
Oh,
and
nice.
stickers. It was beautiful.
Good deal.
And now they put the picture and they hang it on the Christmas tree.
Very good.
So during this month, we try to do a different craft every month, every week, whether in the Mother Goose and the Loose, the story time, or in the bilingual class as well.
Of course, a lot of things kind of revolve around the holidays this year or this month.
And also we start with Paws and Pages. We're going to start next week.
Oh, with the dogs. So the dogs are going to come back and spend some time hanging out with the kids while they get to read and everything else.
Yes.
And they read to the dogs.
We still have some spots. They can book some time and read to Zoe.
Yeah.
So they're more than welcome to call us and make a reservation for the following week. The
so
18th.
Zoe's in today, or will be for next time. So
for the next week.
Because sometimes I think Zoe's one of the Casa dogs, right? Or is she one of the DA dogs? I can't remember. I think she's one of the Casa dogs. But I know because we have a couple groups that have the dogs there, and so I think she's one of the.
Give it
I'm not sure. I think Zoe's one of the Casa dogs. I think.
But she's so sweet.
Oh yeah, they're all great dogs.
You can tell, you can see how the way that she looks to the kiddos while they're reading, the empathy that she feels, and they feel comfortable. And you see a lot of progress in most of the children while reading to a dog.
Yeah.
And parents can see through the window; they can see how comfortable children feel.
Oh yeah,
while reading
and the dog
to
loves
Zoe.
hanging out with the kids, and then the kids get to practice reading out loud, and they're not judged, or they get to learn through it. And of course, the dogs just appreciate it, and they get to love on the dog. And anytime you get a chance to roll around the floor of the dog, you gotta take that. That's good stuff.
And it is. And also, but sometimes people or patrons ask us if there's nothing going on the weekends. We do also have weekends going on.
Yeah.
Especially like some of you in this month want to use yarn, do different craft, different activities. Stop by, ask us, and we provide different color, beautiful yarn.
Yeah.
You can trade. You can change, or you can just ask us for some.
Absolutely.
Just don't hesitate.
Of course, like
it will be every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m.
Okay. And is that also like if people want to, because like the maker space is like stuff, but once you get trained on some of the stuff, you're allowed to do anything. Can they kind of get some of that training on that kind of during that time too? Or
it's a good question for Miss Megan.
Okay.
But they can make a reservation.
Gotcha. They can at least make an appointment to get that done.
And the information can be over there at the circulation desk as well.
Perfect. Okay.
And other thing that we have a social club, coloring club.
Okay.
They're more than welcome to stop by. We provide all materials. Sometimes we love to start coloring, detailing, and while maybe your children needs to do homework while you're there at the library, well, you can ask for those ones.
Yeah.
And start.
I know.
Just enjoy that as well.
About 8-10 years ago, adult coloring got into a real popular hobby, I guess, or activity kind of thing. And I know for years the library used to have their adult coloring nights, and you could go in there and they had the books and the color pencils and all that. And so, yeah, there's still a group that's kind of their decompress. That's their stress. That's how they kind of, when they have a big day, busy day, they kick back and just color. And that kind of, that like some people garden, some people do, they color. And so this is a chance for you to try that out maybe if you haven't done that before.
I tried it once. I thought, I don't have enough time. I'm always running up and down, always busy.
Sure.
But I really enjoy it. Wow.
Well, it forces you to slow down. And that's what you need sometimes, And,
it relaxes.
Yeah.
And it helps so much. And just coloring. Maybe you have your headphone with a nice classic music. And enjoy that.
And it's your color, and you can do it as good as you want or as poorly as you want. It's your world, right?
Yes, you make the choice. And this is just part of many of the things that we have at the library, as I said. Don't hesitate to stop and ask for a calendar. We have a calendar also for the things going on January, on February, and even March.
Great. So please get those.
More things.
Now, if you like the paper one, you can come by and get it at the front desk, and then you can tack it up on your refrigerator or whatever when you get home. But if you're more into the high tech, you can also go to the city's website and download that calendar so you don't have to come out. If you go to the city's website, roswell-nm.gov, and then you'll see a little tab that says library. You click that and that'll take you to the library page, and there you can find the calendar. But if you have a library card in good standing, you can download audiobooks or music. There's a lot of different things that you can check out. Like if you're going to go on a road trip for the holidays here, you can go and download an audiobook to listen to while you're traveling or something like that. Again, you can do that through the website, and it's free as long as you have your Roswell Public Library card there.
And don't forget the museum pass.
Absolutely. The tourist pass, too, where you can, and this is like if you're going to go visit family here, there's a pass that gets up to 6 individuals into, I think, like 20 different museums or parks around the state. Everything from, I know Alamogordo, the space park there, the space museum there, Lincoln, if you're going to Lincoln to see the courthouse and all that, that can get in for free. I want to say the Nuclear Museum in Albuquerque's on that list.
I know so far there two on Albuquerque, two on Santa Fe, two on around Reynosa.
Museum of the Cow, the horse, I think, is part of that. There's a whole list, and go to the library. There, you can see the list of all the different locations it'll get you into.
We even provide a map.
Yeah.
And they can take a look if it's on their way to, well, maybe you have a doctor's appointment, maybe you have to go shopping out of town, and you can take the opportunity to take your children as well.
Absolutely. And like I said, you can get up to 6 people in for free. Now, it's a first come, first serve. You can only check it out for 7 days, and you cannot renew it. So you might want to come in and check it out like the day before you leave, and then, bring it back when you get back here. The good news is there's plenty. There's a lot of those passes, so they rarely run out of passes. So if you want one, there's going to be one there, but be warned that it's only good for 7 days. You can't renew it, so make it accordingly. You check it out at the right time so you can accommodate the getting it back in time. But and of course you can check it out and see exactly what different locations they are. And I don't know about you, but like even if you go to Lincoln, I think they charge about $10-15 a person to go into Lincoln there. And so you take 6 people, that's going to save you $60-$100 right there.
Maybe a family of 50. I mean, a family
That's
of
a big
5.
family.
It's a big family. Maybe a family of 5.
Yeah.
It is expensive to go anywhere.
Absolutely.
It takes like you say, 60 to up to 100. Why not to stop by the museum? They learn, they enjoy, and it's free.
And it's thanks to the New Mexico Department of Tourism that this is the program they've put together. So as a New Mexican, they're trying to get you to come out and see what's in your backyard. So take advantage of it for free and see. And we have some amazing cultural to historical to there's some great opportunities, human history, cultural history, science, and natural history. There's a good eclectic mix of all of that there. So
have something to talk about.
Absolutely, and come
and how I'm glad that you mentioned the first come first serves, and we have limited supplies for everything. Therefore, going back to the spices of ginger, we have limited supplies.
Sure,
but don't hesitate. If you want to stop by today, stop by and ask us. We'll give you the little package. Yeah, we'll give you a little history of what is that about, the purposes. And a recipe to give you an idea how to use it. Yeah. But if you want to wait until tomorrow, well, make your own recipe at the cooking club.
You get to see it and smell it in action. Yeah. Because that's the thing.
There's so much.
Anytime there's a cooking thing, the advertising is your nose.
I know. I never try. I'm going to try tomorrow. This is the first time I'm going to try a recipe. Okay. I always use it for hot tea.
Ah, okay.
I love the hot tea.
I like ginger and sweet things, not so much in savory. Like in Asian cooking with ginger, I'm not a big fan of, but like gingerbread or I like that. I like. So I'm a little weird like that.
No, but it's good to. I mean, you can try. This is for different tastes.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what the beauty of it is. You get to learn. And here's the thing you're going to notice: your taste will evolve as you get older. Like I don't know how many foods as a kid I never liked, and now as an adult I'm like, man, I can't live. You know what I mean? We evolve. So even though you may not like it now, like I'm going to take kids who are probably ginger's going to be a love or hate type of thing for a child. Because let's face it, your taste buds are way better than ours at that. Because you're young, they're sharper, they're more sensitive. As we get older and we drink a lot of coffee and do things, we kind of dull our taste buds over time. So we taste things a little different as things go. But so for ginger, that can be a powerful spice. So you're either going to love that one or it's going to be too much for you for kids, I think. You know what I mean?
This is something that it can involve the whole family.
Well, yeah, you get to learn about this.
You learn about it, you research, you see history of the spice, where it's coming from.
Absolutely.
You're exposing your children to that information, how it tastes, how it looks, where it comes, and
absolutely
more than that.
Yeah, and you get to broaden your horizons. And who knows, you may find out this is my new favorite thing, and now you're going to go on this gingerbread house tradition that every year you're making and eating your gingerbread house because you love gingerbread or ginger so much.
Now when they see a gingerbread house,
yeah,
they're going to realize, okay, there's more than just the name.
It's just, it's more than that. It's more than a little man, a cookie shaped like a little man.
It is, especially in the movies when they see it. But talking about the movies, well,
oh yeah,
the Yuletide Festival, and also we have once a month a movie as well. And that will be the 27th.
And that's always on a Friday there, yeah.
Yes.
So this will be the Friday after Christmas.
This occasion is going to be on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
The 27th.
Okay. Oh, that's Saturday. I was thinking that was Friday for something. It's right. Thursday's the 25th. So yeah, you're right.
We used to start kind of programs, like on summer reading.
Oh,
programs.
very good.
But this occasion is going to be on the Saturday,
okay.
And stop by so you can read what's the title of the movie that we're going to have.
Very good.
It's related to this month.
Perfect.
And don't forget that we have your Yuletide Festival.
Yes, 20th.
And there's a special character. He looks green. He looks.
Is he grumpy?
Sometimes. And maybe he's gonna try to trade your beautiful book for something that he's gonna have in the hand and give it around the library.
Put it this way, his heart will grow on you.
They're gonna love it. You're gonna have the opportunity to take a picture with them.
Good,
You're gonna have an opportunity to do a face painting.
Oh, very good.
And also to decorate your cookie, to
and they
bring
get to
something
eat
in there.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
And you're gonna be able to sing with us. You wanna bring your Christmas bell? You wanna sing with us?
Sure.
Show us what you can sing.
Show your Yuletide spirit.
Yes. Your spirit, has to be reflected in all of us.
Absolutely.
We need it. And especially this week, what we're talking about in the programs about sharing and being kind.
Absolutely.
Our little ones that were taking care of their stuffed animals, and they were talking about being kind and rubbing their stuffed animal.
Yeah.
And then the following week, we were talking about, will you share your stuffed animal? If they were willing, you might get surprised how the kids are. They're amazing. They're amazing. They're willing to share. They feel empathy.
Well, that'll serve them well when they get older and hopefully develop a server's heart. And next thing you know, they're going to be helping people throughout their lives. So that's the idea.
That's our purpose. That's the purpose, to work on children at the early age and feel empathy for other ones.
Sure.
Love our community, sharing, caring, and being kind and polite.
And of course, learning, growing, and and seeing the value of the library and books and reading and all of that's wrapped in that shell too. Is we do all these great activities to kind of create a foundation for these kids, but at the same time we're also giving them the tools to do their own learning and their own pursuing and finding their own interests and their own niches and the things. And that's the great part about the library. One of the biggest services you can do when you think your kid's old enough is to give them a library card and then say, okay, here's the children's section. Look at any book in this entire room you want to. The world is your oyster. Enjoy as many of them as you want, and let them find what they like and what they're into and what they're not into, and doing all that kind of stuff. So it's the best way to do it.
Don't hesitate. Stop at the library. Look how it looks like. Look what we've been doing. We're working so hard for our community, and we enjoy as though they enjoy being there as well.
Absolutely.
And don't forget, Yuletide Festival, Saturday, December 20 at 10. From 10 to 1.
Very good. Real quick before you do go, I know obviously you're probably going to be closed Christmas Day, the 25th. Is there any other dates we need to worry about as far as probably New Year's Day?
Libraries will be closed the 24th and the 25th.
Okay, so Christmas Eve and
Wednesday
Christmas Day.
And Thursday.
Very good. Okay.
And in the following week, we're going to be closed Wednesday. The
New Year's week.
Thursday.
It's for New Year's Day only. Okay, so open New Year's Eve, but closed New Year's Day, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day.
Because the 31st, the following week, we're going to have our New Year's noon.
Very
kiddos.
good. Yes.
Don't hesitate. Remember, once you stop by Saturday 20 for the Yuletide Festival, ask us for the next event that we're going to have in the following day, the December 31st, our New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And we provide pizza, we provide drinks and for our children, and music, and we drop balloons. And
yeah, you ring in the new year at a decent hour.
yes, it's going to be at noon from 11 to
Happy Noon Year.
Yes, from 11 to 12.
Yeah.
So that is a good opportunity for parents. Take the kids that early time, and maybe in the evening, parents, they can just enjoy their own time.
Absolutely.
as well.
Absolutely. So you can, because I know now my wife and I think we ring in the New Year at 10 p.m. and then we're passing out.
Most of us.
We're like, we're gonna ring in the East Coast New Year at 10 o'clock. We'll do that, and then we're gonna pass out.
Well, and this is for this month, a visit month.
Yeah.
Stop at the library, ask for a calendar, look at or give us a like on Facebook, search and ask, and don't forget you're more than welcome to call us as 575-622-7101.
Yeah. Call if you have questions.
And stop by 301 North Pennsylvania.
Yeah, come see the new renovations, the new remodel here. It's all open and stuff, and of course, come by and we'll obviously come out here for this weekend. Definitely be there for Yuletide on the 20th here, and then and again, get your calendars either digitally or come pick one up. That way, you can stay up to date on all the weekly activities going on through February, actually at the Roswell Public Library. So good deal. Well, thank you very much, Diana. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and Happy Holidays to you and your family. And we look forward to new conversations next year as more things happen at the library. And
there's so much coming up.
Absolutely. If you don't have a card, get a card. It's the first thing you do, and then you go find the world out for yourself. So good deal. Well, thank you, ma'am, and we will see you next time.
See you next time.
All right. Don't work too hard.
And Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update. The library has partnered with Elks and Does for a Christmas coat drive. They'll be collecting new and gently used winter coats and warm weather gear for school-aged children. You can leave your donations in the box in the lobby hallway. Additionally, the library also has their holiday honor tree set up. The tree is meant to honor loved ones who have been impacted by cancer. This includes those who are survivors, those who are currently fighting, and those who have passed away. If you'd like to have a loved one's photo displayed on the tree, bring a photo that will fit in a 2x3-inch frame. The library will provide the frame. The City of Artesia employee luncheon was held on Wednesday. According to the city, a lot of work goes into city operations, and some jobs are more visible than others. But whether it's responding to emergencies, working with the public, or making sure paperwork is in order, everybody plays an important part. Several employees were recognized for hitting 20, 30, and even 40-year anniversaries. During the luncheon, the employees won prizes donated by local businesses. Now you're up to date. I'm Sandy Conn.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A little on the cool side today, but not bad. We'll be in the upper 50s, and we'll have cloudy skies. And then tonight, some lingering cloud cover, but we should be clearing up after midnight. Our low drops to about 30. We're back into a warm weather pattern on Tuesday with high pressure moving in, sunshine, and we're in the low 70s. Looks like low 70s and nice on Wednesday and Thursday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Injury, surgery, or illness can set you back, but you don't have to recover alone. At Artesia General Hospital, our rehabilitation services team provides physical, occupational, and speech therapy to help you regain strength, mobility, and confidence. Take the next step toward recovery. Call 575-736-8174 today to schedule an appointment and get back to living life to the fullest.
Get a built-in look with a Whirlpool flush mount dishwasher that installs flush with the surrounding cabinets at Bush Appliance in Roswell. A third rack provides space for silverware and hard-to-fit utensils. Plus, this dishwasher meets ADA standards for acceptable design. Shop Whirlpool dishwashers today at Bush Appliance in Roswell. Who you gonna call? Bush Appliance. Stop by 111 West Country Club Road in Roswell or call 575-622-6390.
At Martine's Capital Cafe, come in and enjoy a delicious variety for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Try our burritos, huevos rancheros, asado, chorizo, sausage, flantas, fajitas, chili rellenos, quesadillas, enchiladas, sopapillas, and don't forget their award-winning green chili cheeseburger and so much more. Everything is prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Martine's Capital Cafe. Quality, value, tradition, and the most delicious New Mexican food since 1989. Open Monday through Saturday from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at 110 West 4th Street in Roswell.
The holiday season is the perfect time to cozy up with Plateau. Because right now, receive a $100 credit when you sign up for True Fiber Internet with Plateau. When you cozy up to True Fiber Internet from Plateau, you'll get reliable, blazing fast speed to stream more, game more, and surf more than ever before. And with a $100 credit when you sign up today, you'll save more too. Call 1-877-PLATEAU or log on to plateautel.com today and cozy up to true fiber internet from Plateau. Are you a closer who's tired of caps, limited leads, and begging for scraps? Pecos Valley Broadcasting, the dominant radio and live streaming force in Roswell, Artesia, and Carlsbad, is hiring one senior account executive in the Carlsbad-Artesia area who can handle current clients, sell ideas and promotions, and continue to build their list. You'll have the chance to promote ideas that actually move cars, sell furniture, and make people hungry, giving businesses the opportunity to be noticed with uncapped commissions. If you've got at least 2 to 3 years in outside sales or crushing radio, TV, or digital sales in southeastern New Mexico, send your resume now to hireme@pvbcradio.com. Apply today. Pecos Valley Broadcasting is an equal opportunity employer.
Bill Cunningham is now in Roswell on 106.5 FM KEND Roswell.
And good morning. We are closing in on 8 o'clock. Town Hall News is up next. Stay tuned next hour, about 8:15 or so. Don Weld will join us talking Alzheimer's Association with us next hour. So that's coming up next. Stay tuned. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters. Good morning.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. Legendary actor-director Rob Reiner and his wife, photographer Michelle Singer-Reiner, have been found dead in the couple's Brentwood home in Los Angeles. Those deaths being investigated as a potential homicide.
We will not be releasing any information regarding who was found deceased in the residence, because that will be done by the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office. So if there are any inquiries regarding the identity of the individuals or deceased inside of the residence, that information will come from the LA County Coroner's Office.
LAPD Chief of Detectives Alan Hamilton, one of the victims was 78, the other 68. Those ages correspond to those of Rob Reiner and his wife. Citing a lack of evidence, investigators probing the deadly weekend shooting at Brown University have released a person of interest who they had been holding. A vigil's been held for those who were killed in a mass shooting targeting Jewish people on Australia's Bondi Beach. The BBC's Katie Watson says the attackers, a 50-year-old father and his 24-year-old son.
We're half an hour drive from Bondi, a place called Campsie. Now, this is the house where police believe the gunman prepared the attack. It's a short-term rental of property. It's believed they moved here just a couple of weeks ago from their home in southwestern Sydney. Now, there's still quite a heavy police presence, people working inside, and there have been forensics officers, as well as representation from New South Wales Police Force and the Federal Police Force. And just a while ago, I was also speaking to plainclothes police officers who say that they're going door to door speaking to neighbours here to try and find out what they know.
At least 15 people were killed. The father died exchanging gunfire with police. The son is hospitalized in critical condition. On Wall Street, the Dow is down a fraction. The NASDAQ 50 points lower. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
The results are in the Chilean presidential election, with an ultra-conservative former lawmaker defeating a communist challenger.
Chile's conservative opposition candidate, José Antonio Cast, has secured a thumping victory in the presidential runoff election. He defeated the candidate of the left-wing governing coalition by over 15 percentage points Sunday. According to electoral results, with over 95% of the vote counted, Cast won more than 58% of the vote, as Chilean voters overwhelmingly embraced his pledge to crack down on increased crime, deport hundreds of thousands of immigrants without legal status, and revive the sluggish economy of one of Latin America's most stable and prosperous nations. Bernie Bennett reporting.
Former Hong Kong media mogul and outspoken critic of Beijing, Jimmy Lai, has been convicted in a landmark national security trial. The 78-year-old pleaded not guilty to the charges that he faced. Now he could face up to life in prison. News and analysis, townhall.com. The European Union has indefinitely frozen Russia's assets in Europe.
The move is to ensure that Hungary and Slovakia, both with Moscow-friendly governments, can't prevent the billions of euros from being used to support Ukraine. In a special procedure meant for economic emergencies, the EU blocked the assets until Russia gives up the war on Ukraine and compensates its neighbor for the heavy damage it has inflicted. It also will allow EU leaders to determine how to use the tens of billions of euros in Russian central bank assets to underwrite a huge loan to Ukraine. Jason Walker reporting.
Ukrainian President Zelensky is expressing a willingness to drop Ukraine's NATO bid in exchange for Western security guarantees. Zelensky has rejected U.S. proposals for Ukraine to cede territory to Russia, calling those proposals unworkable. Townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
The Deuce
of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Monday, everybody.
Indeed.
Your second to last Monday before the Christmas holiday.
Yes. It was a very busy weekend.
It was.
Gotta say,
plays and of course, Church of the Move had their drone show and movie night. Of course, there's just so much. Yeah, Christmas concert was Sunday. Breakfast at...
big thanks to the Salvation Army for putting on a fantastic spread.
The tree, the wreath dispersal out at the Memory Lawn with wreaths across America, all that. It was a busy weekend.
We ended up having our Friendsmas get-together last evening as well, kind of gift exchange. And big thanks to Jocelyn for playing host. She made some fantastic, I believe it's...
I got some
taco soup.
She brought me some.
Yeah,
I got some waiting in the wings.
Enjoy that. It's a very hearty soup.
That'll be lunch
I was
today.
Filled, and then we went out and took a look at the Christmas lights. Kind of toured the area, found some stuff. I gotta say this.
Oh yeah, the other thing, the Lions, their weekend one of that too. Another thing was this weekend with
we did the area that the carriage rides go down, and I got to say props to those people for. Jim Matucci and all those folks over there always put on just an amazing light show.
Yeah, those are real nice out there.
Great to look at. But one thing I noticed, we found 3 separate places that are doing the same thing that Jesse McDaniels does, which is
tune in and all that.
They locked a radio frequency down. So we found 3 separate radio frequencies, one of which is up in the 98s.
Okay.
I'm like, to lock down a 98 frequency, that thing held on for a minute. We were driving for a good mile away, and it was still holding the signal.
But pirate radio action going on there.
a lot of synchronized displays in Roswell. 3 that we found.
Well,
so it's worth packing the family in the car and heading out and taking a look around, see what you see.
Well, if I ever decide to do my pump up the volume Christian Slater movie. I'll look in the 90s up there, see if I can get a number up in that area.
Yeah, there's an awful lot of piracy happening around this time of year. Is all I'm saying.
I gotta go back and watch that movie. See, to see, like, to watch it, because I haven't watched it in probably 20 years.
Legitimately, I don't think I've actually seen it all the way through.
Really?
I've seen plenty of it, but I've never sat down and watched it.
I figure as a radio guy, you'd be down for watching that movie.
It's just one of those that's like before my time, so it just
never
really...
it was right my creamy wheelhouse.
Right, Mike Winter's creamy wheelhouse.
Holiday edition.
Just got nutmeg on top.
But I definitely. So I don't know why I'm so fascinated by this story, but I am, because it's just crazy to me, the Rob Reiner deal.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So like what they're saying on the news is not different than way different than what TMZ's reporting. Because TMZ, as of about 25 minutes ago, they said that they've got Nick, the son, in custody.
Right.
That they sound like he's the
one that
ended up murdering his father and mother.
And I know earlier reports were kind of all over the place and scattered and all that, but I had heard that last night a SWAT team had basically taken Nick into custody for questioning, not for
right,
any reason or arrest or anything, but had taken him for questioning, and also because potential flight risk essentially.
Right.
So they had tabs on him since last night.
Well, from what the TMZ stuff I've been seeing, and they apparently the sister found him and called in saying they were murdered, and had been a family member that did it. That's what she reported. And then I didn't see anything about the in custody last night. I saw a thing about 20 minutes ago saying they now have Nick in custody. They also showed a bunch of video footage from last night, and they were showing like Billy Crystal and his wife coming by, and what's his name from Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Larry David.
Larry David was also coming by, and all that too. So
yeah,
I'm telling you, there's a bunch more is going to be coming out on this story. It's just from what the TMZ's got footage and things that it just doesn't. It seems like they're spot on what's going on this one. So we'll see what happens, but.
It's definitely a story
crazy.
that is developing.
It is. It's just a big tragedy at the end of the day, is what it sounds like. And you wonder what. And then in the part that's been really eerie is I've been seeing like several interviews of that Rob and Nick did on various podcasts about a couple projects they worked on together and all that. It's just very. Now hindsight watching those, you're just like, ugh.
Well, you kind of wonder if, there's like intoxicants involved, maybe.
Oh yeah, who knows?
It's the holiday season. Things. Bottles get opened and lips get loosened.
Yeah, this is some probably deep seated family stuff and mental health, and that's my guess is kid obviously not happy as parent. Just who knows, but that'll all come out. But just seems like that's the way it's go. It looks like that's the direction this case is heading, just based on what I'm reading and seeing and all that stuff. So we'll see. But either way, it's a huge tragedy.
It really, really is.
On top of all the other crazy stuff that's going on worldwide with the, over the weekend with the shootings and everything in Australia, and then there at the university, and just crazy.
Yeah.
Just keep doing you. Just try to keep your head down.
It's one of those situations where it feels like, and it's the zone has been flooded, so to speak.
Yeah.
And so every day there's something else to wake up to, and to just, my mindset has become, okay, now we know this is where we're at now.
Yeah.
Let's just assess and move on.
With all this stuff going on in the big picture, it just seems kind of like locally, the hot topic of the weekend that I saw, at least on social media, was the whole nativity scene stuff at the courthouse, and I think it's this Friday. Bill Williams is scheduled to come in, so I'll get the skinny from him.
It's not really like.
But it sounds like what I'm understanding is like someone complained to the ACLU, and then the ACLU threatened to sue, and they moved it to another location. Short of that, that's all I know. And then I've seen the scuttlebutt online where everyone's calling it conspiracies to this, and
my question is why, and this is just approaching it from as level-headed an approach as I can have. Why was this a problem but the 10 Commandments wasn't? hasn't ever been a problem. Like that, there's a standing 10 commandments on the courthouse lawn, and nobody's ever.
I think people have, but I don't know. But yes, it's the same argument. If one is there, why is the other one a problem, and vice versa? Yeah, you're absolutely correct. So but I mean, you have these debates all day on that, all that stuff. Regardless, I don't know. I got bigger fish to fry, man. I don't, what's on a court lawn is not really my concern.
It does seem like there's larger issues to discuss. I
just got bigger fish to fry.
As we mentioned in conversation, it's like, people
bigger worries, man.
People are freezing to death at night, starving, and that's not a problem. We can't feed them on the lawn, but let's worry about the nativity set.
That's just my thoughts, anyway. So, by the way, we got I'm not going to read it, but we got a lovely email.
Oh,
that was left on my desk this morning. That a listener. Up north, up in Springer, New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you read it?
No, but Springer?
Yeah.
It's an inmate, probably.
I doubt it. No. No, they have a cell phone.
Well, here's what you have to understand. Radio is huge in the prison system because we're all they have.
Prison love.
It's true. I've talked to... In my radio career, I've talked to many people who said, dude, I picked up on you in the joint.
Well, he talks...
Like the first place I ever heard you was on my radio.
He doesn't mention the joint, but he does talk about he's traveling and when he travels. So one who travels is probably not in the joint.
Well, no. Unless it's one of those traveling prisons I've heard so much about.
Like bookmobile, but prison mobile?
Yeah, it lets the inmates get some air, experience the countryside.
We're going to keep you in jail, but we're going to move you around.
It really hasn't helped recidivism. They actually want to take the ride now.
We're gonna sit you in a Cracker Barrel parking lot for an hour just so you can smell the food. You can't have it.
you get free smells.
Actually, would that be considered cruel and unusual
punishment?
Does feel
pretty cruel.
That might be a bad. Oh, we're gonna hang out in the bakery now, and you just listen to the smells. Hey, you don't like it? I'm gonna go park over at the dairy here in a minute.
Keep your BS up. I'll show you BS.
Just saying. So think about it, law enforcement. Just saying. It could be. And we can get the RV industry involved.
That's right. We're trying to encourage people to RV and see the country.
That's right.
What better way than with the American prison system? So the letter.
Basically, the letter was just complimenting, just saying that they really enjoy our programming and listens to Clyde every day, praying for Clyde. Of course, he's dealing with his medical issues right now, and said he listened to our show, enjoyed the show, but he kind of was. It's just kind of interesting because he's an older gentleman and he's afflicted with the same problem I am. They can't see screens and things. He doesn't have a computer, but he has a phone. So he's kind of typing in all caps in this almost like a Dr. Seuss-esque poem. But it was a nice message and it was very nice.
Cool.
So yeah, I don't think he's in jail. I think he's just.
No, when you said Springer, that's the first thing that springs to mind is a penitentiary that happens to be in that location. Does gentleman have a name? We can shout out.
Probably. I got a picture. Picture here.
Oh. Well, hold it. Oh, it's him with the aliens.
Yeah,
nice.
When he was in Time in Roswell.
Very nice.
So, I don't know. There's a name. I'm trying to get to. It's like a three because the way it was written, it's like a book of pages. Thomas.
Well, Thomas, we appreciate you listening, and wherever the road of life happens to have taken you now, we hope you are able to pick us up and enjoy the show.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the letter. Very, very nice. It's nice to get good news.
Absolutely.
Usually people just write to complain about things, which we get plenty of that. Yeah. Nice to have.
As soon as you said we got a letter, I'm like, oh, what do we do now?
Oh, speaking of other things, too, thank you to Amy over at the Historical Society on Friday. She dropped off a bevy of cookies and brownies and goodies and things.
I said this on Friday, and I'm going to say this again to a larger audience. I understand nut allergies. I really do, but they have ruined...
But I don't have one.
They have ruined the brownie industry for the Little Debbie company. So I have to give props to whoever made the brownies on that plate for just covering them in as many walnuts as possible, because that's the way it ought to be. So,
yes.
Thank you for that.
He likes a little brownie with his walnuts.
I like a little brownie with my nut. Yeah.
But they were awesome. Thank you very much. And I really dug the they had like a gingerbread sugar cookie in there. It was kind of good. So it was like a ginger, but it was like sugar. It was kind of nice. Never had it that way before. I kind of liked it. It's kind of neat. Yeah. Gingerbread, I'm like, I like it. It's not my favorite of the cookies, but I like it. But when you make it like a sugar cookie gingerbread, it knocks it up a couple levels. It's pretty good there. So, Don Wells going to join us here with the wearing his Alzheimer's Association hat today. Here in just a few minutes, we'll also get you up to date with the news and whatever else we can this hour. Before we do any of that, though, let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A little on the cool side today, but not bad. We'll be in the upper 50s, and we'll have cloudy skies. And then tonight, some lingering cloud cover, but we should be clearing up after midnight. Our low drops to about 30. We're back into a warm weather pattern on Tuesday with high pressure moving in, sunshine, and we're in the low 70s. Looks like low 70s and nice on Wednesday and Thursday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 36 degrees. Mine says still a little foggy and misty, definitely overcast out there. Humidity is at 89% with winds out of the south at 8 miles per hour. Today is not a good indicator of the rest of the week because today they say a little bit more of this fog till about 9 o'clock this morning. But for today, mostly cloudy. 57s are expected high. Winds out of the south at around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, skies will be clear. Winds will be calm and an overnight low of 30. But then the rest of the week is a lot warmer. Tomorrow, sunny skies, 74 for a high. Winds will be out of the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour, so a smidge breezy, but 74. It's December, folks. Tuesday night, clear skies, overnight low of 32. Northwest winds at 5 miles per hour. Wednesday, sunny and 72. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Thursday, sunny, highs near 70. Friday, sunny, highs near 72. Saturday, we're pushing 80, sunny and 77. And then Sunday, sunny skies back down to 70. So get through cold today. The rest of the week, you're spending most of it in T-shirt, look like. So not too bad here. All right, it is. Let me get back to the other screen here. 21 minutes after 8 o'clock, we're going to take about a 2.5 minute break, and then Don Weld will join us here on the other side from the Alzheimer's Association here. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
It doesn't matter if you've been naughty or nice. Everyone gets our very best price during the year-end sales event at Roswell Ford.
It's the final days to trade up for less during the year-end sales event at Roswell Ford. Last chance for 0, 0, 0. That's 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down payments, and 0 payments till March 2026. Plus, if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to help you escape from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, regardless of make, miles, or condition. Worried that your credit is on the naughty list? Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings, 0 down, 0 APR, and 0 payments till March 2026. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
Interest accrues from date of sale. 0 APR is 1667 per thousand financed on 2025 F-150s. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined on select vehicles.
You can buy all the furniture you want, but can you accessorize? This is Melanie from Glenn's Furniture. Transform your home by adding chic lamps, accent chairs, and unique statement piece artwork everyone will love and appreciate. Why live with basic walls and no ambience? Turn boring into colorful and pull that design genius from the depths of your heart. Your home will thank you, and so will we. Come see us at Glenn's on the corner of Union and Alameda, where delivery is free since 1953.
This is Dr. Sarah Usher at Carabelli Dental. And we want you to know that we stay on the cutting edge with the latest technology and treatment options, because your smile deserves the very best. Our highly trained team is proud to offer sedation dentistry for every dental need, giving you a comfortable and stress-free experience every time. Discover advanced and modern dentistry personalized just for you. Only here at Carabelli Dental.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental at the corner of 9th and Main or call 575-622-4455. 'Tis the season for Santa Bucks at Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply. Every Friday and Saturday now through Christmas and every day the week of Christmas. When you shop at Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, you could draw to win up to $50 in Santa Bucks. Spend your Santa Bucks on hats from brands like Stetson, Bowie, Twister, Resistol, and more. Boots from Ariat, Justin, Twisted X, and Minnetonka. Clothing, jewelry, and accessories, women's handbags, even toys for the kiddos. Plus, enjoy special 50-year celebration deals. Shop hometown for Christmas at Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd in Roswell, celebrating 50 years.
The inventor of Pringles is buried in a Pringles can. I wonder if they got their hands stuck putting him in there. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 24 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us now officially in studio, Don Weld with the Alzheimer's Association here. Good morning, Don.
Good morning, Mike. How you doing?
Doing well. Happy Christmas.
Why was I supposed to be here?
Yeah, exactly. He wears so many hats that.
Yeah, well, it's Alzheimer's.
And it's Alzheimer's, so but yes, of course. I guess it's been a little over a month now. But you had your walk to end Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
here.
that we did.
Yeah.
Did well.
And I think you guys hit the goal, didn't you? The numbers?
We got all of our I think we made everything on our monies.
Yeah, as far as the goal you were hoping for, that was achieved for this year.
I don't think we had all of the teams that we wanted.
Gotcha.
We were short on teams. Sponsors, we did well. That was good.
Good. So next year, get a few more people to come out.
That's right. We need to get more teams.
Yeah. The show of force type thing, and
that's
showing
right.
them many people wearing the purple, and showing and getting people to say, "Why are all those people wearing purple? What's going on over there?" And walk over and check it.
And I can tell you that right as of today, we plan on having the walk on the first Saturday of November again.
Okay, that's so you can kind of put that on your calendars for 2026 here, and dare I say, start percolating teams and all that now.
That's the 3rd of November this year.
I have no earthly idea, Don. I'll take your word for it. I don't know when. I just figured out Christmas was on Thursday about an hour ago.
Yeah, so. Oh, actually, no. It's the 7th.
7th would be the first.
Yeah, that's the first Saturday.
So I guess the first falls on a Sunday then, I guess?
Yes, it does.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So you got the most possible latest Saturday it could be in November there. It is for the first Saturday.
And typically Roswell runs their walk at the end of the season.
Okay.
Where we're either the last or one of the last.
You're like the Santa in the parade at the Mason parade at the end there.
And that I think holds nationally too. I think we're pretty close to the end of the national.
Oh wow. You're really at the end.
Yep. So we get to bring up the rear and do all of the glory.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, we're more like in the NFL draft, Mr. Irrelevant. The one that always gets drafted at the
end. And we beat everybody else in the state.
And they get a little. A few of those guys have gone on to have long,
very good,
prolific careers and everything else.
Good careers. Yep.
Yeah. So, but that being said, we thank everyone that did participate in this year's walk, and we look forward to seeing you next year, where hopefully we got even more progress to report when it comes to. It seems like every year they're starting to get more breakthroughs and more just moving that needle closer to actually getting the first person. We're seeing the effects be reversed, and we're seeing a cure or who knows, a vaccine at some point, whatever we see. But
we do need more help next year because the person who is the paid person has moved on.
Okay.
She got a better deal somewhere.
Okay.
So she is moving on.
So we need more volunteers.
We need more volunteers, and I'm not sure.
Do they plan on trying to fill that role, or is it
that I didn't catch? I don't know if she's going to be replaced or not.
Well, that's when you get into the nonprofit world on paid positions. Sometimes they gotta. Okay, do we justify keeping this position or not? And is the juice worth the squeeze? Because every penny obviously needs to go to the mission, and so they try to limit expenses as big as now. If they look and say no, we absolutely need this person, and so but they're going to assess all that probably.
That's right. Yeah, and we do have an excellent committee chair, Katie Hernandez.
Yeah, she's been on multiple times here.
Right, and so she will be back as the chairman.
But she needs some able-bodied assistance to help out.
Definitely need help. Yep.
Good deal.
To get things going.
And please do not forget, we're talking about the fundraising side here, but the other whole side of the Alzheimer's Association is to provide support, information, resources for families that are dealing with Alzheimer's.
Yep.
Obviously, when we talk about Alzheimer's and dementia and things of this nature, this is these diseases impact an entire family, but this is one of the few that almost the family members have the harder struggle than the actual patient in this one. Yep. I'm not saying it's not a struggle for them, but the emotion, what you're dealing with is probably a bigger toll on the family than it is sometimes the patient here.
Yep.
And so that's why it is so important that we offer support and resources and comfort and just understanding. Half the battle is, you get so wrapped up in that and you feel like you're kind of isolated in that world and don't realize that there's a lot of people there to help. A lot of people that have walked in those shoes that can offer you guidance, support, both emotional, physical, and otherwise on this kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, I spent 9 years taking care of my wife.
Mm-hmm. And firsthand what folks are going through.
I didn't know about the Alzheimer's organization at that time. So it was more or less I'm here to do it, and that's it.
It's not
I'm
uncommon
the only one.
That this disease sucks down more than just the patient here.
Yeah, I had a heart attack.
Yeah, the mental health and physical health. Absolutely. The stress
wears you out.
It does. It's so that's why, please, if your family is dealing with this kind of stuff, there are and you've not already plugged in, plug in, please.
ALZ.org.
Mm-hmm.
Just go online, ALZ.org. You can find all kinds of information, your local people, who to talk to, special help. The Alzheimer's organization still offers safety days for caregivers.
Good deal.
They will have somebody come in and take care of your person while you take a day off for yourself.
Go pamper yourself, take care of your mental health, your physical needs, and things like that. Absolutely.
And they'll help with other things too, getting the grocery shopping and.
Yeah, if you're the caregiver, you need to have that outlet. You need to have, because otherwise you can't be an effective caregiver if you can't take care of yourself.
Yeah, you get too stressed and then you take it out on your loved one.
It's really the airline speech, with the mask drop down, put yours on first before you put your child's on. It's the same ideology here. You got to take care of you before you can take care of others.
Yep.
And so that's so important in this disease. And I get it because I know the mindset. I too do it in a certain way where if it's your loved one, it's like, I don't care about my needs. I need to make sure they're happy and mine be damned.
Come second, but that's not true.
Yeah, it is not true.
It is not true.
But I understand the mindset.
Yep.
And so you've got to overcome that.
You love them so much that you want to be sure to take care of them.
Not to mention, depending on the forms of dementia, the things, you're going to see this loved one in a light that you're not used to seeing them sometimes.
Unfortunately.
And that can also present its whole other emotions and things. And you've got to really understand that's not your loved one talking. That's the disease talking. What they're saying or what they're telling you is not true. It is not accurate. It is the disease perceiving and warping what's going on in their brain.
That's right.
That's all there is to it.
It will drive the caregiver crazy. They'll get angry, they'll get upset. But like Mike was just saying, it's not that person, it's the disease.
Yep.
And you have to be able, as a caregiver, to back off and say, okay, I understand now.
It is so hard to do because, they're saying with the full emotion and the same thing, and they're saying something really hurtful, and it's like, man, this feels very real. Like, is this some deep-seated, maybe it was, they were hiding before. No, it's not. No. They love you. They care for you. They think the world of you. This disease has got their brain not thinking and making rational decisions. And that's the nature of the beast here. So.
Yeah, it is. It's tough.
But again, that's why the Alzheimer's Association is here to support, to help you through that. That's why, that you have the support groups and you have the opportunities to say, let's talk with others that have walked in your shoes or that are walking in those shoes, and let's help each other and help our own mental health and help each other understand this a little bit better and what we're all going through. And that's also part of what the Alzheimer's Association does. So, and
to go on with that too, do the Alzheimer's.org or ALZ.org.
Yeah.
Go online. But if you need you need somebody to talk to or want some more information, they can call me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do what I can. I'm not a professional. I'm not trained in a lot of this stuff. But you've walked in the shoes. I've walked the shoes, and maybe I can give you a little insight.
Absolutely.
And that's 575-495-3325. I don't mind taking those calls. The other one that would be a good one to call would be Katie Hernandez. Mm-hmm. And she's going to love me for giving her. She's also 575-317-8871. And she actually works as a nurse. So
that's her day job.
That's her
she
day
also
job.
has family, and that's why she's also...
That's right. And she has a father who presently...
is currently fighting.
Fighting Alzheimer's. Mm-hmm. So... I'm sure
the people you talk to, I guarantee they've all been touched by this, and this is why they're there.
That's right.
And this is what they want to do is help you make this transition or deal with this disease, is make that process as easy as possible.
Yep.
Unfortunately, they all end the same right now.
We're working on it.
That's why we have the walks. That's why we're doing the raising money. The great news is that someone that was diagnosed with Alzheimer's or dementia 10 years ago or 15 years ago or 5 years ago has got a much bleaker life or diagnosis than someone that, say, was diagnosed in the last year or two.
That's
someone
right.
that's been recently diagnosed, they have medicines there, they can prolong the quality of life to, depending on how early it's caught and things. They could literally start them on meds, and they could live the next 20 years with minimal,
very, very little symptoms.
Yeah, and so we're getting better and better with that. And so I say, if you can get that buys you time for this cure, because I really legitimately think we're within 10 years of seeing
it's coming closer and closer.
Seeing our first person that say, no, we're seeing a reversal of the symptoms. We're seeing a cure for this disease.
White flowers, what we call that in the walk.
So if you're getting diagnosed today, you're in that window where it's like,
you have a chance.
You keep healthy, keep on your meds, keep doing what the doctors tell you, and you could be here living to see the end of this. And that's what we're all hopeful for.
That's right.
And this is why we want more people to get involved and to put on your purple and to form your teams and to walk. So that money is there to push us over the goal.
That's right. And the more people that get involved, the more we spread the word, the more people we're going to find who are in those early stages that we can help now.
And it's getting, like cancer is one of these things that touches everybody. And Alzheimer's is probably right behind it, or dementia, or the related.
Very much so.
It's not quite, it's like cancer, it's like, man, you almost know someone directly, if not, you're immediate. Whereas Alzheimer's, but it's a point where I know a friend, or I know I have
a friend of a friend.
It's someone in your inner circle may not be as close as someone with cancer, but it's in that same ballpark. Is what I'm saying. Is as far as many people this disease impacts. So that's why we're saying, reach out, get involved. If your family's recently been hit with this news and all this kind of stuff, please. There is support. There is lots of folks that can help you deal with these symptoms. To be honest, if you're getting diagnosed today with this, there's hope. There's good, 10 years ago, they're getting, what can we do to make this the best, whatever time's left. Now there's like, let's keep healthy. Let's keep at this. If you stick around, you might make it to see the cure. And that's where there's hope. There is a light here.
Right.
We just got to keep supporting, keep fighting, keep raising awareness, keep raising money. We're so close, and I would love to see Alzheimer's go the way of polio. where polio was wiping out generations of people. Now it's like polio what?
What was that?
That was that thing from back in, oh, yeah, that one president had it. You know what I mean? That's what we talk about.
Yeah.
And now, I would love to Alzheimer's be in that same conversation. Like, oh, yeah, those people back in the day had that.
Yeah.
That's where we're hoping for. So
now, the end of the year for Alzheimer's is actually December 31st.
Gotcha.
So any things you do now, any donations you make right now, go on this year.
Okay, so
which is fine.
So if you like to keep donating, and dare I say, if you're looking for a little tax break for the end of the year places,
there you go.
Alzheimer's
you can put a little money in there.
Great place to do that.
There's your tax break. January, we start a new year. Right, we go through the whole process again. We will be looking for volunteers. We're going to have to restaff our committee and make sure we got everybody up and doing things and do all the processes we have to do during the year to get those teams together.
Absolutely.
When I come on next month, January, I'll have some more information on that.
Okay. But in the meantime, if folks are interested, please reach out. If you want to volunteer, if you want to serve on the committee, in various ways, shape, or form, or be on the board,
call me.
Always looking for more folks to be involved.
Yep.
And
call me or call Katie, one of the two. You have the phone numbers that I gave you.
Absolutely.
So,
and then you guys also have a local Alzheimer's Association Facebook page too, if I remember right.
Yes, I haven't been able to get on there myself.
Okay.
But it is there.
Okay.
It is there. Just look up on Facebook. Look up Alzheimer's Roswell.
Yeah, and it usually pops right up as one of the first search, or Chaves County, something to that effect.
Yeah.
And
I think it's just Chaves County.
It might be under Chaves County, but either way, that'll be your local. And then you can shoot a message, and Katie or obviously Don, he's not plugged in, but I think Katie or one of the other volunteers are.
Somebody will get back to you, I'm sure.
Don's better get a hold of by phone or text.
That's right.
To have you, but yeah, please reach out. Please get involved, and certainly if you're a family in need. Or maybe you're new to the area or newly diagnosed with this disease. Let's see what we can do to get you plugged in, to get resources to help you and your family navigate what's next, and give you a kind of a game plan of what's to come here and what we can do to help on that stuff. And certainly take advantage of resources to get your caregivers the time they need to take care of themselves. That plug in like if you're one of those in those situations, call today. Let's see what we can do to get someone to help you out a little bit, especially if you don't have anybody else helping you out. Sometimes that happens. If it's say you're someone our age, and then your parent, if you have a parent that's older, and then you're the only one around, and then you're old enough struggling to take care of your own medical conditions. Now you got to take care of your parent as well and their conditions, and that's just a overwhelming.
It really can get to you. Yeah.
And if you don't have a lot of family left in the area and things, and it's really tough. I get it. So please, there are folks that can help out with that too.
Commonly, Alzheimer's doesn't strike that we know of until somebody in their 60s or 70s or later. I have seen cases where somebody is diagnosed with Alzheimer's as early as their late 30s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which is really tragic.
It is.
What happened? Who knows? Maybe there was some head trauma or something which triggered it or something like that.
Something that happened that caused it to lie, almost like shingles, where the chicken pox happened as a kid and it lies dormant and whatever, maybe there's something
comes up again. Yeah. And hopefully, like shingles, they now have a vaccine. If you had the chicken pox as a kid, go get the vaccine.
Yeah.
I had to do that.
Yeah. I probably should. I'm in that wheelhouse, that window, and just my luck, I'll end up with shingles just because I'm
Well, I had a bout of it.
Yeah, it's not fun from everybody tells me.
It hurts.
Yeah.
It stings and hurts, and, but when you get that vaccine, it's pretty much gone.
I should probably, next time I go in, get that knocked out.
Yeah, I'll ask him about that.
But anyway, definitely reach out on that. While we got you here, too, I know we want to kind of talk about wearing his other hat here, his American Legion hat here.
Oh, yeah.
On Saturday, we were, unfortunately, I couldn't make it, but we did have our Wreaths Across America dispersal. And thanks to some donors, one particular donor, we had our goals reached for this year.
Very much so.
We had, about 400 wreaths? We had
327 wreaths, I think.
There you go.
24.
That were dispersed on memory lawn, and we had a special group of students come out and help out this weekend.
We are so proud of those students from Goddard.
Yeah.
Commander Lee and myself had gone into Goddard, did a veterans in the classroom presentation to several classes, and from that group, we had quite a number of Goddard students who came out and helped put out wreaths. We were so happy to see them.
Well, I'm glad that they got to come out and be a part of this and see and hopefully spend a little time while they're there and looking at some of the different markers and graves and seeing, the various eras that these veterans served, because you get out of memory lawn, they date back a few years on some of those.
There are some veterans there who were born in the late 1890s.
Yeah.
Fought World War I.
Yeah.
And so they're buried out there.
Yeah. Isn't there, someone told me that there's like a Spanish-American War veteran.
They could be. I'm not sure.
I think someone told me that that exists out there. So, yeah, there's some history out of that cemetery.
That is an old cemetery. I found that's one thing nice about going out there is you look at some of those gravestones and it's like, wow, we've got people that far back here. This cemetery has been here since the 1800s.
It's the history. To me, that's the neat side of this kind of stuff is to see that there's someone here from 100 plus years ago that was interred here, and just So it's really a cool moment. So thank you to those young men and women that came out and joined us. Really
well appreciated.
Would encourage when we do this again next year, come out and be a part of it. It is a lot of it's a lot of fun, actually. Obviously we're doing something very important, somber, but at the end of the day, it really is a lot of fun to see the families out there, kind of checking out, walking through, seeing the history, parents explaining to their kids what they're doing. It's just kind of a neat vibe out there.
And we'd like to get even more next year. McBride, we'd like to be able to place wreaths out there.
Absolutely.
Because that's all veterans.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we did place some wreaths at the flags, and two veterans in particular from our post.
Our own particular post we've lost here in the last
that's right.
more recent years here. Yeah.
Last few years, couple of years. So we just want to keep that going.
Absolutely. So please, again, if you want to get in for next year, you can actually go right now if you go to roswelllegion.org. And then there's a link there for Wreaths Across America, and you can purchase wreaths. Now, again, they will count towards next year.
Next year, from now on.
And by the way, Saturday was because they do this nationally. And so all across America on Saturday, the wreaths were showing up at cemeteries. And it's the same Saturday every year. Was it the 13th? I think December 13th this year.
But every cemetery that has wreaths across America, they do it all on the exact same day.
Which I imagine is
including Arlington.
Which I imagine is a Herculean logistical effort to get all that together. Yeah. Because all these wreaths are made by veterans in one location, then they got to ship them across the country to get them to the various parts of and all that. And
our driver brought a whole semi, and he made in New Mexico, what did he say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 or 8 stops from northeast New Mexico all the way down to El Paso area.
Wow, that's crazy.
So
I think that guy gets tired of smelling pine after a while. Because that's a lot. That's a lot of pine.
Yeah. And our driver is a veteran also.
Very good. I would imagine it probably takes a vet to have that dedication to want to do this.
It's a volunteer thing for him. He doesn't get paid for that. If anything, it costs him money.
Sure.
The fuel and
great
I think they give him stipends to help out, but for the most part,
was he a truck driver in his?
That was his normal job. Yeah, he does that.
He probably likes to get on the road every once in a while. Probably, if you do that your whole life, I imagine you miss it at some point, and you kind of want to, you know what I mean?
I think I'll take I think I need to stretch on the road. You know, there's So, but he was very pleasant guy.
Yeah,
very
cool.
pleasant.
Where was he from? Did he say?
Back east someplace.
Okay.
He might have been like Jersey or Maine or something like
if he's
that.
from Jersey, I hope he had the Jersey.
No, he didn't have the, what do they call it, a brogue?
Yeah, that Jersey, mindset.
No.
Well, there's a slim, it's slim but different differences there, because there's the Jersey Shore look, but then just a few blocks away is the Soprano look. So it's kind of, it goes from the hair to the forget about it real quick.
Yeah. Never having lived in that area.
It's a different area. I lived in Maryland, so I was adjacent.
So you could kind of see both of them.
Yeah, I watched them and ate popcorn and watched.
There you go. Its own little theater.
And then you bleed the New Yorkers in, and that's a whole different, because you got like your Long Island New Yorkers, and they got and then you get the Bronx types, and they're kind of the Jersey type, but harder. I know Jersey people will tell you different, but them Bronx people, they don't. They have, I mean, to their people, they have. But if you're outside of their, it's different. Like, it's just different. Like, people around here, you walk up and down the streets and say hi, how you doing, and none of that happens in the East Coast. You don't walk down a city, New York or D.C. or Philly, and say, hey, good morning, how you doing? You just don't. You just, your hands in your pockets, you mind your business, and you go to where you're going, If people say, good morning, how you doing, they're going to look at you like, don't touch me. I don't want you.
What are you doing?
I have no money.
What do you want?
Yeah, they're very suspect when people talk. So
that's one of the reasons why I like Roswell so much.
Yeah,
because we're a lot friendlier here.
Yeah, it's a little different out here. So, and that was a cultural change for me, because I grew up in that. And then first day I'm here, I'm walking down the store and be like, good morning. I was like, I ain't got nothing. What do you want?
Yeah, what are you doing? Am I in trouble here?
It's like, I'm sorry, I'm broke. Yeah. But anyway,
forgive me, I'm out of town.
That's right. But thank you to those students that came out. And of course, if you want to get more involved, if you want to donate to Memory Lawn and everything, RoswellLegion.org, our American Legion Post is the purveyors of the Memory Lawn Cemetery and keeping that going. So, and of course, also don't forget too, while we're throwing the plug out, scholarship money is out there.
Right.
If you got some students that are veteran adjacent and are pursuing STEM or first responder career fields, we got money to give them.
That's right.
Come to RoswellLegion.org and fill out the form there and do that too. So
come get. We got 3 of them right now, and not too long here, we're going to add 4 more. So.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Yeah, let's get them out there. Let's get that money going.
Absolutely. Yeah. Is there anything we missed in terms of Alzheimer's or anything else like that?
I think we pretty well covered it.
Good deal. Again, ALZ.org.
Yep, and I will have some more information next month about when and where we're going to start our committee meetings and et cetera.
But you go ahead and mark it on your calendars, November 7th, 2026. That'll be the 2026 Walk to End Alzheimer's.
Yeah, right.
More details to come, but that's your date.
Yeah,
so you can
that's
save
the way
the date
we got
right
it now. Right.
So. Good deal. Well, Don, thank you very much. I know I'll see you later this week, but Merry Christmas to you and yours. I know I'll see you again on Thursday. But we'll
see you
in case people don't catch us on Thursday here. But and of course, appreciate everything you do. I know Don, like he was giving out his phone number for that, but you don't realize Don's involved in so many things and helping out so many people in so many different paths. When you'll catch Don 1 minute bringing a plate of food over to Food Not Bombs, and next thing you know, he's over working at Bitter Lake on some conservation project out there, and then next thing you know, he's doing something with Alzheimer's or North American Legion or out of Memory Lawn,
driving a vet,
filling in holes, or or driving a vet to Lubbock or Albuquerque or something.
Yeah.
So we appreciate what you do, Don.
Hey, it gets me going.
It keeps me busy.
Yeah.
All right. It is 8:52. Let us go ahead and pause for news. It looks like we get sports and weather and all that good stuff up next as well. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update. The library has partnered with Elks and Does for a Christmas coat drive. They'll be collecting new and gently used winter coats and warm weather gear for school-aged children. You can leave your donations in the box in the lobby hallway. Additionally, the library also has their holiday honor tree set up. The tree is meant to honor loved ones who have been impacted by cancer. This includes those who are survivors, those who are currently fighting, and those who have passed away. If you'd like to have a loved one's photo displayed on the tree, bring a photo that will fit in a 2x3-inch frame. The library will provide the frame. The City of Artesia employee luncheon was held on Wednesday. According to the city, a lot of work goes into city operations, and some jobs are more visible than others. But whether it's responding to emergencies, working with the public, or making sure paperwork is in order, everybody plays an important part. Several employees were recognized for hitting 20, 30, and even 40-year anniversaries. During the luncheon, the employees won prizes donated by local businesses. Now you're up to date. I'm Sandy Connor.
The octopus and the squid both have 3 hearts. That's why they eat so many Tums. Here's Mike Winters.
It's time for the Chaves County Sports Report. Let's talk girls basketball and specifically the Alice King tournament in Moriarty because both Roswell and Goddard were there. Now, who would have thought that the Bernalillo Spartans would be the juggernaut team for that tournament? But thus it is. Bernalillo defeated Roswell on Thursday to start the tournament 57-50 and then ended up, they're now 7-0 after beating Goddard in the championship game 64-48. Goddard got there by knocking off Laguna Acoma 42-32. So in all, Goddard is now 5-3, and they will take on Carlsbad tomorrow night in Carlsbad. Meanwhile, Roswell, after losing that opening game, defeated Jemez Valley 64-18 on Friday, and then not nipped Melrose 41-38 Saturday. They are 6-2 overall. The sports report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A little on the cool side today, but not bad. We'll be in the upper 50s, and we'll have cloudy skies. And then tonight, some lingering cloud cover, but we should be clearing up after midnight. Our low drops to about 30. We're back into a warm weather pattern on Tuesday with high pressure moving in, sunshine, and we're in the low 70s. Looks like low 70s and nice on Wednesday and Thursday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning. Well, this week, a lot of new economic data will come in, especially new reports on hiring, a top issue right now, as well as data on wages and retail sales and on services and manufacturing businesses, and these reports may well affect stocks. After the S&P 500 fell back from its record high and investors pulled away from AI-related stocks again. The NASDAQ was down 1.5% last week, and the Dow, with fewer tech stocks, was up the most. As home prices come down in some areas because they're so high, homeowners lost about $13,000 in equity in their homes in the last quarter in areas where prices are coming down. And NordPass says the typical person now has 87 work-related passwords and more than 100 personal passwords. And billable hours may become obsolete because of AI, reviewing and drafting documents. The Wall Street Journal says firms may have to change to billing on perceived value or on subscription services or even charge based on results, according to Rita McGrath of Columbia Business School, author of How to Spot Inflection Points in Business Before They Happen. It has 4.5 stars on Amazon. With business, I'm Joe Connolly.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
In a medical emergency, every second counts. Artesia General Hospital's emergency department is open 24/7, staffed with highly trained professionals ready to provide life-saving care when you need it most. Don't wait. When minutes matter, trust Artesia General Hospital. Quality emergency care close to home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com.
If you're looking for the best deal on your next vehicle, look no further. The Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center. With a huge selection of vehicles to choose from, nearly every make and model, you're sure to find the vehicle that fits your needs and budget. Whether you're in the market for a large truck, a high-end luxury vehicle, or an affordable car for first-time buyers, the Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center has something for everyone. The #1 used car super center in Southeast New Mexico, 2 years in a row. Roswell Hyundai, the fun place to buy a car. 1909 West 2nd. Get a built-in look with a Whirlpool flush mount dishwasher that installs flush with the surrounding cabinets at Bush Appliance in Roswell. A third rack provides space for silverware and hard-to-fit utensils. Plus, this dishwasher meets ADA standards for acceptable design. Shop Whirlpool dishwashers today at Bush Appliance in Roswell. Who you gonna call? Bush Appliance. Stop by 111 West Country Club Road in Roswell or call 575-622-6390.
The tool used to measure your feet at the shoe store is called a Brannock device. The person that measures your feet at home for no reason is called a creep with a foot fetish. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 8:59. Stay tuned at next hour here about 9:15 or so. Elliot Rodriguez with Loan Depot will join us for his monthly visit. He comes in and always gives us good advice when it comes to purchasing the home, getting the money, the financing for the home. The real estate agent helps you pick the home. He's the guy that helps you procure the finances to get the loan for the home. So we will chit-chat with Elliot next hour and as usual, have a great conversation with him. Of course, don't forget, if you miss any part of our show or any of our sports, you can always log on to ksvptv.com, click on the Mornings with Mike Winters channel for anything for my show. Got a Rocket and Roswell Coyote channels, Artesia Bulldog channels for everything else there. So it's there at your leisure. You can go right now, ksvptv.com. All right, 9 o'clock, you're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. We'll be back. Don't go away.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. Prosecutors in Los Angeles have charged 4 members of an alleged terrorist group with plotting New Year's Eve bombings in California. It's being investigated as a homicide, the deaths of actor-director Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle. Their bodies were found in their Brentwood home in Los Angeles. And one law enforcement source tells the AP that the Reiner's son, Nick, has been taken into custody. The victims of an anti-Semitic mass shooting in Australia ranged in age from 10 years to 87 years, and the latter a Holocaust survivor.
At least 16 people were killed Sunday after 2 gunmen opened fire at a Hanukkah celebration on Sydney, Australia's Bondi Beach. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is calling it an act of anti-Semitic terrorism.
This is a targeted attack on Jewish Australians on the first day of Hanukkah, which should be a day of joy, a celebration of faith.
At least 38 others were injured in the attack. One gunman was fatally shot by police, and the second is under arrest in the hospital in critical condition. I'm Donna Warder.
Investigators probing the deadly weekend shooting at Brown University have now released a person of interest who they had been holding, saying the evidence is taking them, investigators, in a different direction.
I've been around long enough to know that sometimes you head in one direction and then you have to regroup and go in another. And that's exactly what has happened over the last 24 hours or so.
That's Rhode Island's Attorney General Peter Nerona, heard there on WCBB-TV. 2 students were killed in the attack while 9 others were injured. On Wall Street, stocks are in the red this hour. The Dow is down 4 points. The Nasdaq off 66, the S&P 2 points lower. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 866-755-5300. That's 866-755-5300. Again, that's 866-755-5300. Call us right now.
Jimmy Lai, the former Hong Kong media mogul and outspoken critic of Beijing, has been convicted in a landmark national security trial in the city's court. 3 government-vetted judges found Lai, who's 78 years old, guilty of conspiring with others to collude with foreign forces to endanger national security and conspiracy to publish seditious articles. He pleaded not guilty to all of the charges against him. Under Hong Kong's sweeping national security law, though, Lai could face up to life in prison. A mitigation hearing is set to take place in January. European leaders are expected to cement support for Ukraine as it faces Washington's pressure to swiftly accept a U.S.-brokered peace deal. After Sunday's talks in Berlin between U.S. envoys and Ukrainian President Zelensky, Ukrainian and European officials are set to meet later in the day today. News and analysis at townhall.com. Hamas confirms the death of a top commander in Gaza a day after Israel said that it had killed Raid Saad in a strike outside of Gaza City.
The Hamas statement describes Saad as the commander of its military manufacturing unit. Israel has described him as the architect of the October 7th, 2023 attack that sparked the war in Gaza and asserted that he had been, quote, engaged in rebuilding the terrorist organization in violation of the ceasefire that took effect 2 months ago. Israel said it killed Saad after an explosive device detonated and wounded 2 soldiers in the territory's south. Bernie Bennett reporting.
New AP North poll finds this holiday season not quite so merry for American shoppers. Large shares of them are dipping into savings, scouring for bargains, and feeling like the overall economy is stuck in a rut. The vast majority of those surveyed say they've noticed higher than usual prices for groceries, electricity, and those holiday gifts. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3. Of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Monday, everybody.
Yes, sir. Welcome to it.
We're less than 2 weeks away from Christmas.
Yes.
Week and 3/4, we'll say. 2/3, something like that.
Week and 3 days. So yeah, 10 days officially.
10 days.
10 days, 9 sleeps.
There you go. What is that in the 12 days deal?
That would be, I think, today's Lord's of Leaping.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Lords of Leaping.
Yep. There you go.
Well, happy 10 Lords Leaping Day.
Yeah. I gotta look that up. I'm sure the list has been put out, but they do the cost. P&G. They do it every year, and they do it by both the cost of buying all the gifts once or buying everything for every day.
I just this one's hard. I mean, where do you find 10 lords?
It actually explains that. It talks about renting.
Landlords?
No. It was something to the effect of renting royal figures or paying them to come to your event.
Yeah, so...
what's the going rate to rent a royal figure to come leap at your party?
Depends on your royalty. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get Prince Andrew for pretty cheap these days.
I'm just saying, is there a market?
Here we go. Buying all the gifts from the 12 Days of Christmas costs around $51,000, $51,476 for one set of gifts. Buying all 364 gifts totals $218,000.
Okay.
That according to PNC's 2025 Christmas Price Index.
To be honest, thought it'd be more expensive.
Yeah, well, you can make it happen.
So $51,000, basically, I could buy everything on the list.
Every single thing, including the Maids of Milken. Actually, I'm pretty sure the Maids of Milken were among the most, or the Maids of Milken or the Ladies Dancing.
I just feel there's not
expensive.
enough research done on Lords of Leaping. I just don't. I mean, you got to get 10 Lords, and I mean, what are we going to get?
Well,
is there like
this down? Hang on.
Is there like
service costs? The Lords of Leaping, Pipers Piping, and Drummers Drumming are the biggest expenses, reflecting rising labor and performance costs.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Lords of Leaping. You know what? I'm going to say Michael Flatley, for example.
Okay.
Lord of the Dance.
Yeah,
he's a Lord of Leaping.
Do they have to be titled lords or just?
I would just imagine
like
people who could
self-titled lords.
So you're paying basically a bunch of dudes who can step dance. General inflation and the lingering effects of the pandemic continue to drive up prices for all items, including birds and gold rings.
Yeah. Well, the price is gold. The price of gold.
Yeah, and it continues to do what it do.
And to be honest,
it's a $2,533 increase from 2023.
And I wonder, like the partridge in a pear tree. Are we talking a full-grown pear tree, or can
One's
you go
gotta
to like
imagine.
a nursery and buy a sapling and stick a bird in it?
It's got to be a tree that's strong enough to withhold the nest of a partridge.
To hold Danny Partridge.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bonaduce looks like he doesn't weigh a little, you know. I'm just saying, the boy's corn-fed.
Like everybody over 50 got that.
One corn-fed ginger. Yeah.
Come on, get happy, folks.
Come along is a song that we're singing will make you happy.
I actually remember digging watching that show as a kid, the Partridge
Yeah, the couple episodes that I've seen of it was one of those, you know, everything's resolved at the end. That's the best part about sitcoms back in the day. I mean, I'm sure they have them sort of today, but just that idea that no matter what happens, everything's gonna be okay by the end of the credits, or by the end of the show, or there will be a to be continued at the bottom, and you can speculate for a week about what's gonna happen.
I feel like we're due a festival of fake bands, like the Partridge Family, the Monkees.
Oh, we need our next. Well, you know where that kind of went was to children's TV, because for kids' TV you got things like the Naked Brothers Band, the Jonas Brothers, really, I mean, got their start on Disney.
Yeah.
So, you know what? The Lawrence Brothers. That's another good example.
Yeah.
And they're not really singers. They're just more of like a acting. And apparently they...
but they actually can play, right? Whereas like the Partridge Family and the Monkees, they couldn't.
Yeah, they were
play
total
they're just
fake band.
actors. They couldn't play the instruments or being
well,
a band.
I think that would be more like Big Time Rush.
Yeah.
That was like that version of the TV created music. I'll tell you where that went. Ron Perlman, no longer with us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He was the king of manufactured music.
I'm just trying to think of other bands that. The other one would be Wild Stallions from Bill and Ted.
Yeah, that was more of a movie fake band.
Yeah, but still fake band.
Yeah,
I mean, because then we can also go Marky Mark in what was the name of that band?
Marky Mark in the Funky Bunch.
No. What was the band of the Rockstar movie called?
Steel Panther.
Whatever they were called.
Yeah. Steel Panther.
And then
Steel Dragon.
of course headlining
Steel Dragon.
Yeah, Steel Dragon. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
Gotta get them in there.
Gotta. I think they were the ultimate of the.
Well, they're the headliners.
The fake bands.
Yeah, I feel like they're the headliners.
Well, I mean, honestly, if you really want to break it down, the Buggles.
Yeah.
The band responsible for the first video ever on MTV, Video Killed the Radio Star.
Yeah.
Not a real band. It was a bunch of studio musicians.
Well, we could bring Milli Vanilli or half a Milli Vanilli.
You know what's really sad? Like, and I've seen, this is a meme from eons ago, but you can't help but feel kind of bad for Milli Vanilli that if they would have just come along like 20 years later, they would be Vine/TikTok superstars. Because do you know how many people have made millions of dollars off of lip sync videos?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now it's like the thing. But back then, well, you know, devices skipped. You'd be hard pressed to find music that skips these days.
They were men too early for their time.
Mm-hmm. Some people, and I don't know if this is true for everybody, but it's true for me. I will remember a song based on the time I heard it of a CD and it skipped and it repeated the line.
Right.
There's certain songs that I'll hear and I'll be like, it doesn't sound right unless I hear it with the skips.
Right.
You know, if I hear the regular way, I'm like, oh, I don't like that. I need my remix version, you know? That truly one-of-a-kind, unique version that no one will ever hear but you or maybe some friends.
Right. My problem, or not say problem, my thing is, like, I'll hear certain songs, and I just makes me think of places more than, like this is a weird one for me.
I got one of those, too.
The weird one for me is when I hear Paula Abdul's Straight Up.
Okay.
I go right back to driving around on vacation in Florida with my parents.
Okay.
Where we were driving around Orlando and they're looking for a restaurant. And all I can hear is, and I'm sitting way in the back of the station wagon while Straight Up's playing. And I remember getting to the restaurant and seeing the palm trees and thinking, wow, palm trees and all. It was like our first night in Florida. And I was just like, it's like December, but it's like 75 and nice, and we're going to this Ponderosa sizzling steakhouse place with palm trees. And that's what I think of when I think of Paula Abdul Straight Up.
Okay, so mine is going to bug you a little bit. Well, one of mine is going to bug you because it's kind of a two-shot. So one of them is the song Mr. Vain.
Okay.
By Culture Beat.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
I'm Mr. Vain.
Oh, yeah.
Call him Mr. Vain.
Yes.
Okay, that's one of them. The other song that is exactly the same trigger for me, ooh, baby, I love your way. Yeah. It always takes me back to the Medill pool, the pool that we had that was like, I went to Trinity Baptist Church. I know this is relevant to nobody, but I went to Trinity Baptist Church, which was here. Mm-hmm. The community pool was right here. So I always felt like I was swimming in the shadow of Jesus. But those two songs would play on the speaker that they had at the pool. And so I always, whenever I hear those two songs, I'm right back in that pool with that high dive that I was scared to go off of. And that puts me right in that crystallized moment, you know?
Yep. Songs are
crazy how that music will do that for you.
But not all songs, just certain ones do it. And that's one of the ones, like the Paula Abdul for me is that one. It's just, I hear it and I go thinking there. Not a lot of songs don't do it, but there's certain ones.
You can't do it on purpose either. It's one of those things where you have to, like, it has to just trigger this is something that happens for me, and I've noticed it happens in my daughter too, is we'll hear something and we can pinpoint exactly where a location that we were when we heard that the last time.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Like if it's like a YouTube video and let's say like it went back 2 minutes and I'm like, wait, I've already heard this because I was here. And Rhiannon can do it too.
Right.
But the one of those that's like the most crystallizing for me is I was listening to an album while I was reading the Harry Potter books. Okay. And so every time I hear that specific band or that specific album, I always
think of that scene in Harry Potter.
Certain parts of the books. Yeah. Like the part with the time turner with Hermione. So I associate with the song Last Man on the Moon by SR-71. I cannot tell you why. They're connected.
They just are earwormed when you're excuse me.
It's just how music works in my brain.
Yep. But then I also have ones that are like I associate with people. Mm-hmm. Whereas, and this is because of my dad. My dad always swore up and down that whenever he heard the song "Hey Jude," it was like a omen that it was going to be a good day.
Okay.
So whenever I hear that song, I think of that and matter of fact, even when my wife and I, once in a while, that comes on, it's like, oh, gonna be a good day, Dad. That's
nice.
So that's one of those, but that's a person thing, not an event thing.
My dad always said that, and it wasn't their song, but my dad always said the song that was about him and my mom was the song "Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard."
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he used to call my mom Julio,
Okay.
Huli and Julio, and that was like
That's
that was
cool.
his. My mom's name is Julie. That was his nickname for her. So "Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard" was always like, "Oh, look, our song's on."
I just know her as Sean's mom.
Yeah. It's funny though you mentioned that too. And I know we're stalling until Elliot gets here, but it's funny you mentioned that too because you reach a point where you go from being like I was Penny's brother,
right,
to then Ben's brother, to then Carletta's husband, and then I was Rhiannon's dad and Hunter's dad.
Yeah.
It's just those associations that you go through. It's like, oh, I've changed phases now. I've entered a new stage.
Yeah, your new thing to a new audience of people.
Right.
So, yeah. Yes, Ellie Rodriguez with Lone Depot is going to join us here in just a few. I just got a text saying he's en route. So he'll be here in just a few moments.
I like to imagine that the way he gets here is he basically walks like Vince McMahon used to enter the ring, just does that arm swing thing, and he's just walking down the street, just strutting it like that. You know?
Well, they turned that into a meme for a minute there.
No
like,
chance.
Anytime that something happened, and every once in a while I still see that meme where they'll do the arm swing and they'll superimpose someone else's head on it.
Yeah. Gonna be a good day.
Like I saw,
Strut.
not so much nowadays, but about a year ago when Adam Peters was the talk of the town in Washington, they had a lot of him doing that strut thing. Today, not so many of those memes.
Not as many.
Not so many today.
No.
They're not.
Vince is viewed a little differently these days.
like that video, he's also viewed differently and all that. But there's something else I was going to tell you. Something. What was it? There's something else I was going to mention. It was TV related. Something I saw or watched that was kind of neat, but I can't remember what it is now. So
I still haven't been able to bring myself to finish the Diddy documentary.
Oh, Jocelyn finished it. She was telling me I haven't started it yet.
I'm in the middle of the second episode right now.
Okay, how many are there total?
3, I think.
Okay, so are they about an hour and a half each?
About an hour, I think
okay.
an hour and a half actually. Yeah,
Okay.
they're a good little length. But that first one, man, just the stuff you learn about Diddy's childhood and the relationship he had with his mom and how kind of his mom was sort of the reason he is the way he is.
Gotcha.
And how he comes from gangsters.
So you're going to feel for Diddy after the end of this?
No. And it's funny. There's a meme that goes around. I haven't gotten to this part yet, but there's a meme that goes around that says, it's amazing when your documentary, or you must be a piece of garbage when Suge Knight looks like the good guy in your documentary.
Wow. That's a bold statement,
Right?
Cotton. Yeah, that says a lot in that statement there. So.
Make of that what you will.
Yes. Oh man. All right. Well, let me give you the rundown. Like I said, we'll get you updated with the weather here in just a minute. Excuse me. I got you on there, man. What's up with that? I got enough sleep last night too. Very weird. But and then of course, then we'll take a quick break, and then we'll have Elliot Rodriguez join us here with Lone Depot. We'll get you up to date with the news and all that here in just a bit as well. Matter of fact, it is 9:21. Let's go ahead and get you up to date on that weather.
Weather this hour brought to you by Southwest Bearing under new ownership. Custom solutions for your heavy equipment, hydraulic hoses, hose repair, bearings, seals, sprockets, belts, tools, fluids, and fittings.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Little on the cool side today, but not bad. We'll be in the upper 50s, and we'll have cloudy skies. And then tonight, some lingering cloud cover, but we should be clearing up after midnight. Our low drops to about 30. We're back into a warm weather pattern on Tuesday with high pressure moving in, sunshine, and we're in the low 70s. Looks like low 70s and nice on Wednesday and Thursday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 36 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 89%. Winds are currently out of the south at 6 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy today, and today's our cold day. 57 our high. Winds will be out of the south at 5 miles per hour. Tonight, skies will be clear. Expect an overnight low of 30. Winds are calm. And then we warm up, and we stay in the 70s pretty much all week. Sunny and 74 tomorrow. Winds will be out of the northwest, 10 to 15. It's a little breezy, but 74. That's pretty nice. For Tomorrow night, skies will be clear. Overnight low of 32. Northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Wednesday, sunny, 72 for a high. South winds 5 miles per hour. Wednesday night, mostly clear. Overnight low of 40. Thursday, sunny skies, highs at 70. Friday, sunny skies, highs at 72. Saturday, sunny and 77. We'll be pushing 80 on Saturday. And then back down to 70 for a high on Sunday. So this week looking not too bad temperature-wise here. And, of course, it is New Mexico, and if you don't like it, the weather does change here. So don't forget. But, yeah, not too bad next couple days here. Hey, a couple things I want to put on your radar here. Don't forget the Roswell Public Library this Saturday, December 20th. They're going to be hosting their annual Yuletide Festival. That'll begin at 10 a.m., and activities include cookie decorating, special appearance by the Grinch, a holiday scavenger hunt. They're going to have make and take holiday crafts, a sing-along, holiday stories, gift from Santa Claus, and the Roswell Library Foundation as well. Sponsored by the Friends of the Library and the Roswell Library Foundation. So, yeah, bring the family out and enjoy their Yuletide Festival. Again, that's this upcoming Saturday, beginning at 10 a.m. And I think it goes to about 1 or so. It doesn't say on my flyer here, but I think that's about where it goes to. And they definitely would love to have the kids out there, have some fun, and get in the Christmas spirit. Another cool thing you can do with your kids, and this is actually one of their weekly activities, it's back now, is their Paws and Pages. They do dog assistant reading and with Zoe. And it's really cool. If you're not familiar with this, Zoe is a therapy dog. And I think her day job's with CASA, but don't quote me on that. I think she's one of the CASA dogs. I know the district attorney's office have their DA dogs, and I think Zoe's with the CASA dogs. But the DA dogs do this from time to time, too. But anyway, Thursdays from 3 to 5 p.m., you can bring your children by the Roswell Public Library and read to Zoe. This is a great opportunity for the kids to read. It builds confidence in reading. It encourages them to read, out loud, and the dog isn't judgmental and everything. There is, it's free, doesn't cost anything, but you do need to register. So call the library to sign up or come by in person. Call the library at 575-622-7101, or you can come by the library and ask to sign up, and then bring your children back at your assigned dates. And they do it every Thursday from 3 to 5 p.m. at the Roswell Public Library. So if you want to sign up this, for this week, call ahead. Again, 575-622-7101, and sign up the family and do all that good stuff. Have some fun with them there. All right, it is, let's go ahead and take our quick commercial break. It is 25 minutes after 9 o'clock. We're going to take a quick break, and then if Elliot's not in, we'll chit-chat, but if not, Elliot Rodriguez from Lone Depot will join us here on the other side as well. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
It doesn't matter if you've been naughty or nice. Everyone gets our very best price during the year-end sales event at Roswell Ford.
It's the final days to trade up for less during the year-end sales event at Roswell Ford. Last chance for 0, 0, 0. That's 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down payments, and 0 payments till March 2026. Plus, if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to help you escape from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, regardless of make, miles, or condition. Worried that your credit is on the naughty list? Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings, 0 down, 0 APR, and 0 payments till March 2026. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
Interest accrues from date of sale. 0 APR is 1667 per thousand financed on 2025 F-150s. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined. Select vehicles.
Are you still dealing with that toothache? Or are those wisdom teeth bothering you? This is Dr. Sarah Usher at Carabelli Dental, and we've got you covered. From root canals and implants to crowns and dentures, we have advanced treatment options for you. Our team is focused on every detail to give you a personalized and professional experience. Discover dental care that's comfortable, modern, and made just for you. Come visit us at Carabelli Dental, where your best smile begins here.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental or call 575-622-4455.
What does it mean for a roofing contractor to have heart? How about braving a 24-hour road trip with a bad back and a 20-foot-long trailer through Interstate 40? You heard that right. A local business needed a new roof, but this business did not want just any roof. They desired a schoolhouse roof with red shingles. Well, we wanted to give our customers exactly what they were asking for. The only problem was that the red color of shingle they were looking for had been discontinued in our local region. But we didn't give up then. We were told by our supplier that the schoolhouse red color of shingle that we were looking for was still available in Arkansas. So we did what was expected of us and drove 24 hours, and we delivered on our promise. If you need a roofer who delivers on their promises, call Trustmark Roofing today at 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first. This is Melanie from Glenn's Furniture, and I'm here to tell you watching the game from a sorry recliner is not how life should be enjoyed. You could have a power recliner with an adjustable headrest in your favorite spot right now. American built and a solid guarantee are the reasons we stand behind our recliners, and you can be confident in the service we provide. So pull your backsides from that old chair and cheer for your team in style. Come down and see us at Glenn's on the corner of Union and Alameda, where delivery is free since 1953.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today. Like the Kubota L-Series compact tractor, the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., Z-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $4,500. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 6,000 fellow Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success. That's what we're about.
Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready. With biannual HVAC maintenance as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Bamboo plants can grow up to 36 inches in a day. So if you're told you're growing like a weed, you can say, no, I'm growing like a bamboo. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 9:30, and joining us in studio this morning from Lone Depot, Elliot Rodriguez back with us. Good morning, Elliot.
Good morning, Roswell, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We are about a week and a half away from Christmas.
We are almost, the year is almost over.
Yeah, so about time to get ready. And, of course, for folks not familiar, Elliot joins us each and every month from Lone Depot. Elliot is the person you see hopefully before you go out and talk to a real estate agent about getting a home. He's the one that, procures the finances, and basically you go in and do the process with him, and then he'll say, okay, well, guess what? We can approve you for $200,000. Go find a house for $200,000. Then you can go look for a house. That's what Elliot does. So
Gotcha.
But, so each month he joins us, and then we just talk. He really like working with first-time home buyers and folks like that, and helping them navigate the process, because it can be intimidating if you're not doing it all the time. And then some people do it all the time, and, just because you do it all the time doesn't necessarily mean you know what you're doing all the time.
Yeah, very true. I mean, let's be realistic. Some of my competitors, just want to put it like that, some people don't care enough about some people, okay?
Sure.
And it's too bad to say it like that, but it's actually true. Because, folks, I was there. I was one of you one day in the past.
It goes from looking at them as a commission check to an opportunity to be a client, and that's kind of how you have adopted how you work with folks. Is like, look, it's sure nice to make a commission check off these. That's what feeds my family.
Well,
pays
it's
the
my
bills.
career either way. But
ideally, when your next change in life happens and you're ready for another house or another property, or the kids, they grow up and they're looking for their first property. Whatever that is, you want to be that person. They say, okay, it's time for you to make a house or buy a new house or whatever. Time to call Elliot. That's kind of what that's how you build your business model. Basically.
I mean, let's be realistic. I mean, you probably want me personally.
Yeah.
I want to go where I'm going to be taken care of properly.
Sure.
Okay? I mean, I'm not saying that there's no folks out there that take care of people well. I mean,
Absolutely.
there's
a lot
some,
of people do.
there's some, a lot of them
A lot of
do.
good ones out there, but
You know?
not everybody is.
But you want to get somebody that can go, above an extra, the extra mile for you and take care of you and look at, uncover every stone to make sure that you're taken care of.
Absolutely.
The process of buying a home is very stressful, very complex. Okay, there's so many rules, so many things that a lot of people don't realize.
And one little thing can change the whole course of it.
One little
very
tiny
easily.
thing,
Something very trivial and stupid can do that. Yeah.
And you'd be surprised, folks.
Mhm.
So, at least my team and I, what we are, try to deliver every single day is to deliver that dream of owning a home.
Sure.
Okay.
Help you navigate through those little moments.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, they want to know this now, or they want this, or they want to know what you had for dinner last night. Whatever it is.
And I don't care how big or small the loan is.
Mhm.
Okay. Obviously, I do have limits, folks. But we don't really care if it's a small loan. You're gonna get taken care of just like $1 million.
Whether it's a $50,000 home or
Exactly.
a $3.5 million home, you're gonna treat them people. The
Yeah,
same.
don't forget those 3.5 million. Come and see me. No, but you know what? The fact of the matter is that's a true. It's a true fact.
Mhm.
And I hear it all the time. My own guys hear all the time. And like, I went this, I went there, and they didn't take care of me. And then my guy said, no, but you pre-approved. And then I said, you're pre-approved. A lot of times, some people don't tend to take care of the people the way they should because
Sure.
it doesn't seem to be, important enough.
The juice doesn't seem worth the squeeze to them. Yeah.
And it's too bad because the fact of the matter is there's rules out there. That saying, don't judge a book by its cover. You also, translate into mortgage just the same. And I'm just going to put it that if you ever feel like somebody has not treated you correctly, you go somewhere else and they take care of you. Hey, by the way, not being mean or anything, I know it's Christmas, but it's time to start putting things in perspective.
Absolutely.
You can report those people that didn't take care of you, okay? If they didn't give you the time of day, which is wrong, But if you don't want to do that, it doesn't matter. Just come to us and we'll take care of you.
Absolutely. Yeah,
that's the same.
When you have, especially if you're, when there's, and it's easy, especially if you're dealing with a client that is new or not knowledgeable on this stuff, and so. Sometimes if, these folks, like you said, I'm trying to get the most buck out of it. And to be honest, you'll have the practical conversation with them. Where it's like, look, okay, if I crunch the numbers here, I can get you in a $300,000 house. But that being said, that's going to probably exasperate all of your income.
Yeah, if you push your limit, you might be very tight.
Or by the way, yes, you have this nice home, but do you have the furniture and the things to put in this home? Because you're going to need to buy that, and now, great, you're in the house, but now I can't afford anything else. So we're sleeping, we're sitting in lawn chairs and sleeping on air mattresses in here because I can't afford furniture for the place.
And folks, we work for you, okay? I mean, just look at us as like an attorney. I mean, attorney doesn't have, if you don't have no clients, the firm is closed, okay? I'm just the same way. I'm here to work for you, to take care of you. So it doesn't matter what the situation is. If I can get you approved, I'll find a way and get you approved. If you follow my lead and you do what is asked of you,
sure.
Because let's be honest, folks, you have to put a little skin into the game as far as what it needs to be done.
Sure.
And that is to be honest, that's one of my biggest problems that people don't seem to move forward. Getting us everything we need. But if you give your lender everything that is needed,
sure,
it's the lender's job to deliver this to you. Okay. Now, in my particular, scenes, I'm pretty sure I got deals that, were very difficult. And it's funny because the customers tell me, oh, my apologies, I'm sorry. It's like, no, you don't need to apologize. We work for you, okay? We will take care of you all the way to the end. Doesn't matter how big or small the loan is. We're going to deliver this for you. I don't have any other agenda. We spoke about this before here. There's no other agenda. If I can, get you done in 10 business days, let's do so.
Absolutely.
Okay. I mean, it looks really good for me anyway.
Sure.
But if you have a little more of a complex situation, which it happens once in a while, folks. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm here to help you.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Well, life gets complex.
Exactly. I've been there.
You deal with a bankruptcy or a divorce, and things get complicated quick all of a sudden. Yeah.
But you don't have to worry about that with me and my team because we will uncover every stone to take care of you. And, and I was talking about with my wife, like, it's the end of the year. What are we going to talk about, today? It's like, there's so many things to talk about.
Sure.
Folks, do not be afraid of what's happening in the year. Do not be afraid of what's happening with the politics. Don't be afraid of what's happening with the market. The market is going to continue doing what it does. Up and down, up and down, up and down. And hopefully, if you talk with people like me, we will guide you properly, and we will get you the best deal possible every single time anyway.
Absolutely. It's like you said time and time again on the show, you can't let times dictate when you need a house.
No, not at all.
Your lifestyle dictates when you need a house, and it's just, sure, it's sure nice to get in the game when interest rates are down and everything else, but that's not ideal for everybody. And it's also not ideal for you to wait 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, or however long it is before you think the interest rates are going to be perfect. That's a game for someone that's already in the game, and they own a house, and there's no, need to say, I got to move this week, because they're just saying, you know what? I can live in this house for years, but I can wait it out a little bit.
I know.
I'm good, but that's the only time you ever do that. But if you're needing a house and it's your first time house, it's just whatever it is.
Some people will say, oh, but you guys are saying that in the radio because, of course, you want us to do loans with you and, you make more money. The fact of the matter is, you're going to go and get a loan somewhere.
You got to live somewhere.
Might as well come to the place that they're going to take care of you and look at you as a person, as an individual, not like a number. And let me tell you something else that is more important to me. I believe everybody deserves to own a home, okay? If you have the itch and you've been thinking about it and people have been telling you that you can't, okay, or you think you cannot, all right, if that's the case, you need to talk to somebody like me to tell you, you know what, yeah, it looks a little complex, a little difficult. You know what, but guess what? There's always light on the end of the tunnel.
Well, generally,
and you do this, you do that, I will get you there.
Yeah.
I have always said, in my business, we cannot guarantee anything. The one thing I can guarantee for each and everybody out there listening is that I will take the time to take care of you. Now, folks out there, also be realistic. We are human beings. We got a lot of people taking care of that to take care of. So it's not like, one person is the only person we have. We have
absolutely
tons of people that we are taking care of every single day. So keep that in mind. But one thing that I try to do is I try to make everybody feel like they're the only customer I have. It's a very difficult thing to do, folks, but we deliver as best as we can.
Sure.
Now, one of the things that's
why you've expanded your staff immensely in the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's why, But the thing is this, folks, don't be afraid of any of that stuff. And I just want to say, I'm very grateful that I actually came to Loan Depot. And when I did my homework and they decided to make the move to come here, which it was in January 2022. So this January will be 4 years.
4 years with
and I cannot believe how time has passed. And every year we just surpassed the year before and the year before, which is amazing. And I just want to say thank you to God, thank you to all my customers here, Roswell, all over to New Mexico, and our partners that help us. This year's been amazing. And we are trying to finish it with a bam, and I believe we will. And it's awesome to say so because, you and I talked about all this stuff before, that, how easy or how difficult it was in the past or what we did before. And because I came to Loan Depot, I did my homework. I wanted a place that I can take care of most of everybody, and that's the part that matters the most to me, okay? It's not about how much money I can make out of one deal.
Sure.
I just want to take care of every customer I have as best as I can, and my team is doing the same thing, and I actually require this from them, okay? I actually want them to be better than me in many, many ways.
Absolutely, yeah. It's kind of,
It's the goal that, I will hope any leader will want that, for their team to become even better than him.
Absolutely.
Okay? And I do that, and I see their skills, I see, the reasons why I hired each one of them, and the sky's the limit. We're not done. I tell Luis this, it's just the beginning. I was talking to Kelly the other day, and I tell her, and this is just the beginning. And they're probably thinking, it's like, what is he talking about? It's like, guys, everybody out there, the sky is the limit. It's whatever we put in front of us, and we actually decide to move forward.
Sure.
And God will bless you if you do the right thing for everybody, and you will take care of people. People will take care of you just the same.
Rest yourself, work yourself out. It really does, especially when you work at a community like this, where it's we have a lot of big town amenities, but we're a small town at the end of the day.
I know, it's something.
And everybody knows everybody, and people talk, and so to your reputation is really all you got in a town like this.
Yeah, a small town like this is a big deal.
And so,
it's a big deal.
If you have a good one, then you're going to be sitting pretty.
And I just want to say I'm grateful, to the way the year has, developed so far. What we have done for the past 4 years, almost now, it's amazing. Okay, and I keep telling the guys it is just the beginning because, there's a lot of things that I want to do that they're not even in place just yet. That I can just imagine what else we can accomplish.
Sure.
So the path is right in front of us. It's up to each and one of us, and this goes for you, buyers out there. It's up to you to decide if you want to move forward and buy a home, okay? You move forward, you get somebody to help you like me, and we will take you to the end. If it takes 10 days, 30 days, 3 months, 6 months, you do what I ask you, one thing I do guarantee, I will do everything in my power to get you in a place, and that's a guarantee that it comes from my word.
I just rule of thumb on me here, the way I see it. If you are able to afford a rent payment of $1,000 or $1,200 a month,
you should be able to have a house.
Then you should be putting that towards yourself. The only real reason I would see anyone, especially in this area, doing something like that is if you're transient. You're here because Fletzy has got you here for a year or something you're here. Okay, so now but if you're putting roots down here and you're paying $1,200 a month for rent, you're really not doing yourself a service. Let's put that $1,200 towards you investing in yourself and building equity, and instead of that $1,200 paying for someone else's equity, put that $1,200 into your own equity.
It is amazing, folks, because the fact is, the experience and the knowledge that your lender has, and the goal. What is their vision? What are they trying to do? Does it look like somebody that looks at you or talk to you like a person in an individual, not just a number? It says it all in what the outcome is going to be in many ways, okay? Because I have taken care of people that, Omar told me one day, like, dude, it's amazing what we can do for somebody. I could have never thought we could buy, help these people buy a house. And it's like, if you know the rules, and you know the guidelines, you don't have to break the rules. You don't have to do anything wrong. You just need to know what you can do and then deliver that to our borrowers and help them and guide them to the end. And that is the part that I love the most, And I have said it once or twice, if not even more than that. When me and my wife drive downtown or to town, it's like I help somebody buy that house. Right. I help somebody buy that house. I think it's amazing. It's the coolest thing ever. Sure. She says, how long are we going to be in this town? Are we going to stay here forever, or what's going to be the deal? It's like, well, I don't know. We'll see what God says, And she wants an answer sometimes because,
sure.
She got her own goals just the same.
Absolutely.
And in the end of the day, folks, if you take care of yourself and you do the right thing for yourself and your family, and you got the right people to, support you and to do things, nothing is impossible.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yeah, it really is that.
And that is the difference, on what I deliver and do for my customers. There's always a way. I believe that. There's so many rules, so many programs. It's crazy. You don't have no money enough in the bank? Let me guide you. Let me tell you what you need to do.
Sure. That's the beauty of it, is like if you're not ready today or you're trying to come in today and not all the ducks line up, you build them a plan. You say, look,
just do this.
This is what we're missing today. Do this, this, and this, and come see me in 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, whatever that number is. And then guess what? We're talking, and to be honest, in the real estate world, that's nothing. 2 months is nothing in there.
I know. It's scary because I'm getting old, because every time I talk time is like a month or two passes, like, oh my God, did that just time pass?
It's not uncommon for a house to sit on the market for 6 months or a year, depending on the time of year or just Now, I've noticed in the recent 6 months, I'm noticing a lot more for sale signs showing up on
There's a lot of stuff popping up. We talked about this before.
So I imagine with more listings, price does come down, and when you see that.
One thing I've seen is the sellers not wanting to fix anything. So it's a little scary.
As is going on.
Yeah,
right now.
And folks, I know this is not my place. Hopefully you guys are listening to your agents. The fact is, a lot of the buyers also doesn't have a lot of money to fix them either.
Right.
I got programs to do those things, but if they don't have money for the down payment and everything, obviously they cannot do that.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind out there, people that are thinking about putting their house in the market. And doesn't mean you have to, remodel the whole entire home.
Sure.
Just get it fixed that it meets the guidelines for FHA.
And that's just it. Yeah, we can have the argument about is it dated or not? That's one
that
thing.
Doesn't matter.
As long as it's functional. The
as
water,
long as it's functional,
the plumbing works as advertised, the electric works as advertised, the building's not condemned, or
folks,
or there's not cockroaches or termites or something, it's causing a problem.
If your agent's not telling you, let's go and check, HUD's guidelines for FHA.
Yeah.
And the reason I make the comment of FHA is simple. If the home meets the guidelines for FHA, that means anybody can buy it. FHA, conventional, VA, USDA, it doesn't matter, okay? It will have the capabilities of being sold, all right? And folks, doesn't mean that you need to put $20,000, $30,000 in the home. Just touch up and fix up a few little tiny things that at least meet the guidelines.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, and then there's cheap things you can do.
Yeah, that's
that will
true.
Literally
increase the sales price of your home.
Curb appeal types things.
Oh my God, folks! Let me tell you something. My wife and I see it all the time. We drive to a place and see signs that a home is for sale, and the whole entire front yard. I don't even want to say the grass is out of control. It's a little jungle, folks.
Yeah.
Take a minute, cut it, clean it up. Yeah. I swear you will see what I'm talking about.
It doesn't have to look like a manicured yard, but it sure looks like someone. It doesn't look like an abandoned property either. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. That's very true.
There's got to be a fine line here.
And you'll see that the homes will move. A little paint, a little touch up here and there, and
anything that makes it look like that the house has not been upkept is a negative. So when you see the shutters and the shingles that are half fallen off, or they look like they're worn out, those are big indicators. So that stuff you should replace. If the paint is on the outside is fading and it's time to update that.
Now let me give you a good one for you people out there that are trying to sell your homes, and maybe they're more in need of a normal little tiny touch up of paint. Maybe they need a little more than that. Folks, you could do a 203K loan, okay? So you could sell your house. What does that mean? Maybe you don't have the money to really fix it. Okay, I'll give you the money to fix it, and then you'll sell it. It's not something weird.
Well,
this
depending
is normal.
depending on the renovation you're doing, you'll get your money back tenfold on it.
Well, that's the whole point.
Like if it's a bathroom or a kitchen remodel.
So if you renovate your house, this is the part that's even better. If you do a refi, renovation loan, because you want to sell your property, okay, folks, when you renovate it and sell it, now you know the price of the home as well too.
Absolutely.
Because now you have an appraisal.
Yep.
So nobody can come and tell you your house is worth less. No, you already know. And you already live in it. So if you want to push the limits, like until you get the right offer,
absolutely.
But now you know, because you put a little money, you took a little loan to make the difference and make your house better, so you'll be more competitive when you could sell it.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid of that. That's right there. It's automatic and it's available for everybody.
And that's just where you talk with real estate agents on picking your battles on like for instance, like when I sold my house, I knew my carpet was wore out. I knew that it was time to replace it, and I was willing to replace it. But the real estate agent said, no, let's do a tax credit, basically, or an allowance for that.
Gotcha.
And so, because that's something that not everyone, the next people may want ceramic tile. They may want wood floor. They may want, and rather than you make that decision for them, you just say, look, I'm going to offer a credit off this.
I get a lot of agents call me, Elliot, if the house has this, and that, is it going to pass FHA? It's like, to be honest, it really depends on the appraiser that goes there.
Right.
And gives you a break on that. But in the end of the day, folks, advise your seller to fix it.
Right.
Okay? And that way they can put it in the market.
It depends on, like, if it's something that's a safety or, yes, definitely.
But, for sure. But if it's something simple, they can touch it up themselves.
If it's dated cabinets, but they're perfectly fine.
Yeah, just touch it up a little, clean them up and everything.
Yeah, make it, modernize it. Sometimes just going to the hardware store and changing out the handles and some of the hardware.
You'd be surprised.
That's what, a $30 cost can literally save you or give you thousands of dollars in your house by doing something as simple as that.
So everybody's been talking about rates.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the hot topic of the nation, if you may. Okay. And the funniest thing is overseas. Not trying to advocate from anybody here, but overseas they're loving Trump. Okay. And they're seeing what's happening in the market and everything. And I know it's not so simple of what's going on because the feds, control things. And every time we hear they dropping a quarter this, they're doing this, and they're doing that. And for when I say a quarter, I mean 0.25 basis points to 1%. Okay, so it may sound like a lot. It's not a lot.
Right.
Okay, but everything counts. All right. Now, what happens is the 30-year and the 10-year, Treasury is where it's adjusted, folks. So it's not literally that they go and drop quarter and it go into the mortgage, department and drop a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was that simple because I would love the feds.
Right.
So right now nationwide is anticipations of being still at a 6.25 or 6.1 5, and maybe by the end of the year maybe change to 6, but it probably will not. You'll probably stay on those. That doesn't mean you cannot get the 5.7 or 5.5 and stuff like that. If you buy points, depending on the programs, you could still get some real good deals. Okay, and remember, if you did the right thing for yourself, then you get all the benefits. All right, and that's the way it work, folks. Now, they're talking about going into next year, the first quarter, and they're talking about maybe doing a quarter, discount again. Okay. We'll see how that goes. The fact of the matter is, it's like the market keeps, and I talked about this before, it's like it's healing itself little by little, okay? You cannot go for the better or the worse too much because it will destroy the market.
Right.
So if you folks out there that don't understand that, Google this stuff and you understand what I'm saying. It's not too crazy. When you start trying to figure out what they do and everything, it's like Chinese. You're going to go crazy trying to understand it. Just think of it as this way. There's positive things and negative things that happen, and because of whatever Trump says, whatever Powell says, and all that kind of stuff, it affects the market.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's very stupid. It's almost like it's almost designed so it doesn't get better a lot of times because of the things that happen. But then we have the data from unemployment and employment, and depending if it goes going up and down, it also affects the market. Okay,
Gotcha.
So there's so many factors that determine as far as the interest rates going positive or negative to the day, which is crazy, And my guys probably go crazy because I'm sending them, messages all day long about where the market's going up and down, and I hope they don't get crazy with me, but I get crazy looking at it,
Sure.
And the fact is, in the end of the day, depending on what's happening, we can advise somebody, hey, maybe you don't keep floating the interest rate. Let's lock it right now.
Sure.
Maybe tomorrow is going to be worse.
Well, you guys have to do this so your clients don't.
Exactly.
And that's why
that's what we do,
Yep.
But folks, we're going to get you the best, scenario, the best interest rate as possible every
Sure.
single time.
Absolutely.
If you're doing a program, obviously that's a little more, control because I don't get to choose, you don't get to choose.
Sure, there's
but
requirements or
exactly. It's set up in a way that's the reason why they're giving you money and everything to help you buy a property.
But generally speaking, if you're in a program, your interest rates or your down payments,
usually they're not that bad.
They're very much lower than the regular
than the normal
going
stuff.
rate and stuff.
Folks, I don't usually talk rates, but right now, this morning, the New Mexico housing, which we had them in here before, okay, and I'm actually helping them with the community or total community. They're building homes over there, okay, and they're building homes from I think it's $265,000 to $300,000. This is brand new. I almost want to say state of the art because they have that energy efficient approach. All right, they're nice homes. I've seen them inside. Okay, and the fact of the matter is today the interest rate for those are 5.75 at this morning. Okay. And the only time I can talk about that is because somebody else is that's the interest rate they're giving. That's the interest rates I have to give because of that program.
Gotcha.
All right. So don't be afraid, and if it gets better, you're going to get the benefit of that. So it really depends what's happening when they, the Treasury and all that stuff, because they go by the Feds and by the, IRS as far as with the interest rates up and down. But the programs are there, folks. You don't have to be a first-time home buyer to, be able to buy one. Obviously, you don't get the first-time home buying, interest rate, but you still get a pretty low interest rate just the same. It costs less. They give you money for the down payment.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot beat that, okay? So it's available for you folks out there, first-time home buyers and repeating, buyers, all right? So do not be afraid of that. Do not let that be the reason why you cannot buy a house.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we are giving you the tools and the resources to be able to purchase one. All right. And if you don't have a real estate agent or you don't know one, I know them all pretty much.
Sure.
Okay. So, and I can actually, pair you up with somebody that will, meet your personality and so on. That I think that, it will work with you very good.
Sure.
And you'll be able to buy a house.
Absolutely.
And that's something that we do every day,
Once you're in the game, then you got a lot more options. Once you've made your first home purchase, you got it, and then you can sit on that.
He
for
opens the
years.
doors.
Next thing you know, you're like, your next house can be the big house, or it's just you're setting the table for that, and it's a whole lot easier once you buy the first one.
And if you work in Taco Bell, Burger King, or some small tiny job, don't worry about that. Doesn't mean anything.
Sure.
Okay.
It's prioritizing and
Yes.
you're budgeting right. And
I help people that have those kind of jobs before, and that doesn't matter.
The sooner and younger you can get into home ownership, the better you're setting yourself up for a future for that kind of.
And folks, homes prices are still rising.
Yep.
It's somewhat steady. It plateaus sometimes, but it then goes back up and everything.
Yep.
And in the end of the day, if you wait too long, it's just going to be more expensive.
It's one of these lessons that my parents told me, and then I probably wish I listened to them more, because I probably bought 5 to 8 years later than I probably, you know what I mean?
Oh, I did it too.
Yeah,
I did it too. I mean, I know you and I started somewhat early, but not early enough.
No, not even.
When I hear somebody that's 19 or 21 and they want to buy a house, I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's something that goes in my head. It's like, awesome.
That's a go-getter. Yeah.
Because let me tell you something, folks. Not because you do a 30-year mortgage, you means you have to pay it for 30 years.
Right.
Okay?
No.
I will tell you at closing or before closing how you could pay it in 15 years, 7 years, and you don't have to kill yourself doing that.
Yeah.
Okay? So that means...
Or if you're using this house to set you up for the next house, you're paying into it, building up the equity, and you roll it over to the next.
I mean, imagine this. If somebody like me would have talked to you and I when we were like 19, 20.
Yeah.
OMG, my first home would have been paid off even sooner.
That's why you don't have to buy the mansion from the get-go and live in lawn chairs. You can buy a smaller house and then work
don't
your way
overdo
up
it, folks. I mean,
once you're in the game, you're in the game. It's a lot easier.
If you could buy a 350, but it's gonna push you to so tight, okay? Maybe you should be buying a 300.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
I mean, get yourself in a better position that you're more comfortable later, and then you can go bigger. You know.
And depending on the house you buy, you can probably make it up to 350 yourself with it. If you just a simple.
That's very true.
Guess what? This had the lesser countertops. Now I can upgrade it, and now it's starting. So.
Well,
I just saw the time. We're running out of it. So, but please, folks, let Elliot and his team talk to you about this stuff. If you're having questions over the holidays, families are together, and then you realize your house is not quite meeting the needs because everyone's at the house. This is a good time to talk about that stuff. So let's sit down and get set up time to talk with Elliot, and let's just have a conversation. See what happens. So you can reach. Of course, you can come by his office here on 2nd Street. 204 West 2nd, Suite 8, or Suite 5, I'm sorry, my eyes. You can go there. Or the simpler way is probably just call direct on his cell, 719-237-4680. Again, that's 719-237-4680.